Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our developer team demo of Rupture the RPG, coming to Kickstarter September 6th. We are so excited to be bringing this to you. We have got people here who have been forever GMs that finally get to play. That makes me super excited. We have people here who've played Rupture before and have now become old pros. We have people here who've developed the game, and a lot of imaginative play. And Evil Weasel is here for the chaos. Thank you for joining us. There will be plenty of that, no doubt. Yes. And thank you, by the way, huge shout out to Walrus I-52. Thank you for modding the chat room for us and taking care of any rules, questions, or anything as we go on, because we're going to be pretty focused in the game right here. So before we begin, I want to go around the table here, the virtual table, and have each of you introduce yourself, introduce your character, and tell one really cool personal fact about your character that is creative or that would stand out in some way to you. So we will start with Brackish Kemp, and then we're going to go clockwise. There you go. Oh, Ray, let's see here. Try. Checking. Give me just a second here. You might have to do that again, Brackish.
Okay.
Okay, try again, Brackish.
Do I ask if they can hear me?
There we go. I'm pretty sure they can hear you now.
Yeah, I am the Bruiser Brackish Kemp from Fictional Reality, one half of that duo. I am playing a character named Quip Pompous. He is a gnome mage, about 14 inches tall. And a couple of facts about him. His father studied life magic very, very thoroughly. So he's taken up the reins in that. And he's been to prison. Those are the two main facts about him.
Because, you know, all good life mages have to have a stint in prison. Okay,
Clearly.
Lissa, you are
Hi.
up.
I go by Geek Girl Lissa on everything with buttons. I am our lovely PR director for Rupture and Storycraft Games. And I am playing River Liana. She's a hybrid half elf, half fairy. Her mom was the fairy, and as you can imagine, mom's not around anymore, guys. Because poor woman had twins. Yeah. As you know, with that kind of thing, a smaller creature having bigger creatures, babies, yeah, doesn't work. But she is a bard, and has this lovely thing called Hero's Renown. So she's pretty well known out there. I'm curious how this is gonna play out. That's her fact.
There you go.
Kenny, go!
Hiya. I am Pineapple Wolf. I am one of the lead designers. I helped Sean turn his homebrew system into a full-fledged system here over the last couple years, and I'm super excited because we're about to be real publishers of a book. It's awesome. So I'm actually not going to tell you the name of my character, and you'll find out why as I get into the game. I have a nice little thing I was planning. However, he has an unusual affliction where he really should have become a Manatorn, but kind of skipped that process and instead is a little insane with a special problem on his shoulder and a penchant for masks.
Okay, Haplo.
All right, I am Haplo of Samsara, Assassin to the Stars, the other half of fictional reality. My character I'm playing is a hillfolk barbarian named Fuka Windbottom. Fun fact, he's quite flatulent, and he denies it up and down.
Nice. Okay, let's
Quick and
go
dirty.
on to George.
Hello, I'm George, RPG Blender, here on Twitch, YouTube, the podcast, where we focus on doing lesser played games and new ones like this fantastic one. I will be playing Jarael. He is a hybrid giant ogre who is traveling the land with his twin sister, Narael. They are traveling looking for hidden lores through this world. And he has not had a great life so far, so I'm sure some of that will come up at some point.
Absolutely.
What a mood.
Okay.
Isn't even a TTRPG if your character doesn't have a tragic backstory.
So who did we have? Some game we were playing recently, somebody had a completely normal backstory, and it was shocking to everybody, and we didn't know what to do with the character.
You mean this person isn't traumatized?
Right? Right.
I, play
You
a
mean
character named
we get
Paul
to
Thompson.
traumatize them?
He works at a
Yes.
bank, and he does pretty well for himself.
Okay, locally world famous.
Yes, hi everybody. I'm locally world famous. I am one of the originators of the original homebrew version of Rupture RPG. Today I'm playing a character named Rohan Juniper, who is wanted by the local mafia for murder. So I'm going to see what happens when I hang out with these guys.
Wait, more murder or more wanted or more both?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that being said, quick introduction. I'm Daryl Sean Price, the original founder of Rupture. One day got a crazy itch that I would love to have a fantasy RPG game that wasn't so hard to get into, that I could introduce friends to and start playing quickly. And so I created Rupture. Once again, if that's something you would like to look into yourself, please go to rupturerpg.com and fill out the form there so we can get you on our mailing list. We are coming to Kickstarter very, very soon. In fact, if all goes well, our preview page should be up by tomorrow, assuming I can fix all the stuff I broke today. That being said, let's get started. So, each of you before this session had a map that was given you that looks something like that. So the map of Tataras, and if you notice, there's lots of numbers on there. I don't know how much you guys have had a chance to dig into them, all of the numbers and the keys and the legends I gave you yet, but I want to start with each of you just walking into the city. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with my favorite roll of the game. Everybody roll luck. We'll see who arrives first. Okay, so we're going to start with Brackish and go around again. Brackish, what's your luck roll?
Okay, so I rolled a 5. I've got 7 on the attributes, so 12, and my luck stone gives me +2, so 14.
There you go. 14. Lissa, what do you have?
9 + 3, so a dirty 12.
Okay, dirty 12. Kenny, what do you got?
You know, I actually put some points into luck, and I still get a 7.
And Haplo?
I got a 4 on the dice, 6 on the attribute for a total of 10.
Nice. You got into those double digits. RPG Blender.
So if I critically fail, do I not show up till next week?
This is...
First roll as a player, folks.
There you go. He hasn't been a player in who knows how
It
many
only goes up
years.
from here.
Yep, exactly. Actually, let's be a little creative with this one. Since you critical
Just remember,
failed-
there are technically negatives on things too.
Absolutely. Since you critically failed, we're going to have you arrive in a very special way at the end.
Great.
Prison wagon!
In a tumbleweed.
Danny.
11.
11. Brackish, you arrive first in the city of Tataras. And I don't necessarily want these introductions to take too long, but I do want you to have a chance to go in and do
I
something
got
yourself.
a 12. How does he arrive first?
He got a
Got
14.
Oh, okay.
That's how.
That is how.
All right. Roxfall character died. I'm not that bad, Evil Weasel. Come on. It's your first roll as a player, and you're dead.
Fitting.
Okay. So, Brackish, you arrive at the city gates of Tataras, and there are guards right outside. There's an entire inspection crew just beyond the gates, looking at everything that is going in and out of the city, watching it with immaculate detail. As you arrive, the two guards step up in front of you and say, "Are you new here?"
Well, I mean, have you seen me before?
Well,
course.
no, but...
Of course, I'm just getting here.
Oh, good. And we've
Our
got...
gnome is Mickey Mouse, guys.
Right. And we've got something for you. And bear with me a second while I resize this for screen, which I should have done beforehand, but I was too caught up in our shenanigans. They hand you this letter, which I've just put up on the screen so people can read for us, but I'm going to read it to you. Welcome to Tataras. If you haven't been to Tataras lately, you haven't been to Tataras. I would like to invite you to join me for dinner this evening as my personal guest. I am excited to get to know you and help you enjoy your stay in our beautiful city. And it's got a nice wax seal on it with a symbol, and it is from Lord Elwyn Goldtouch.
Wow, isn't this fancy? As I pull the letter open and read all that, I'm like, well, I guess I better go get cleaned up then. Maybe I'll head over to that Jade Serpent Inn. What do you think of that place? Is it any good, or should I go somewhere else?
One of them kind of chuckles, goes, yeah, you should go somewhere else.
Well, whatever that means, I'll check it out anyways for myself. Am I free to go?
Absolutely. You're welcome here in Tataras.
Well, I guess thanks. I'll be on my way. And I'll head over to
Wait.
Jade's.
As soon as you step through the gates, one of the inspectors steps up and says, "What are you declaring?"
I declare this is a pretty nice place.
Thank you. But empty your pockets, please.
Oh, I don't keep much on me. As I have like a rock in my one pocket, and I'm wearing an amulet, so it'd be pretty visual. And I got my my cane here. Well, what else do you want?
They quickly scroll down everything you have on you and say, "All right, go on. Go about your business."
All right. As I keep going with my cane, I got like a two-step with one step with the other, and the cane kind of hobble going through as I work my way over to the Jade Serpent Inn.
All right. Off to the Jade Serpent Inn he goes. And Lissa,
Hi.
you arrive at the gates. Same situation. You've got a couple guards there. You have an inspection crew behind, and the guards stop as you approach and say, "Are you new to the city?"
I've been here before.
How long ago?
40 years ago.
Well, then this is for you. They hand you the same letter.
All right.
Um,
She goes, huh. I suppose that's a thing.
well, it is. Lord Goldtouch wants to meet all the new people and give them a nice dinner or something.
Or something.
Yes. Well, move along.
All right, she moves along.
Inspectors stop you and ask you what you're declaring.
I mean, I'm a bard, so I have instruments.
Well, let's see them.
She pulls out a viola, like an ocarina, pan flute, like a cowbell out of a pocket. She doesn't actually have a cowbell. She's like, where did this come from? And just kind of throws it behind her.
They write down all the stuff, pick up the things you threw away, and push them off to the side. All right, go on about your business then.
She goes off to the coast to look out over the water.
Okay. One heading to the Jade Serpentine, one heading towards the coast, and locally world famous.
Yes. Yeah, walk up to the town gate.
You new here?
Yes, Rohan is here.
Oh, good. Well, then this letter's for you, sir.
Why
She
does
has
Rohan
wears
need
a piece
this?
of coin.
Because Lord Goldtouch wants to welcome new people to Tataras.
Very well.
Okay.
Where do I go?
Well, his manor is just off to the east. It's the nice big purple one surrounded by beautiful garden.
Beautiful. Really?
Yes.
Rohan is interested. Rohan will go.
Very good, Rohan. And as you
Yes.
as you step through, the inspectors come up and say, "What are you declaring?"
Rohan has nothing to declare, except Rohan is here.
Turn out your pockets, Rohan.
Oh, you want to see Rohan's valuables? Very well. As
There.
you see, I have this, I have that, a little bit of this, my lockpicks in case I get locked out of my room. That's about it.
Okay. Well, they catalog everything and tell you, "Fine, be on your way."
Thank you. And Rohan wishes you a very excellent day.
Is the video back? Apparently our video froze.
Video did freeze.
No, we don't like it frozen. Why did it freeze?
But
Okay,
do they hear us fine?
I'm gonna guess so. Give
Okay,
me
there it is.
two-
It's working.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was funny. I don't know what happened there. Apparently Zoom tried to minimize itself.
Rohan will go to the Serpentine, yes.
Jade Serpentine, off you go. Okay, so that brings us to Haplo. Fuka, you walk up to the gates, the sentries step in front of you. Are you new here?
Atop my horse, Wendy, slow down.
Yeah, I'm rather new. I haven't been traveling for. I've been traveling for a while. Thought I'd rest my head here.
Well, good. Then we've got a letter for you.
Take the letter and
Oh, what's all this about, anyways?
Apparently, Lord Goldtouch would like to greet all new people to Tataras and welcome them.
I see.
what does this say? And I kind of point out a few of these letters and that too at the end there. What's that? That some kind of word?
That's his symbol, his wax seal.
Oh, yeah, I knew that. Roll it up. All right. Well, where do you?
One of the sentries leans over and goes, "Can you read, sir?"
Well, I'm learning.
Here,
now.
give me the letter. Give me the letter.
Yeah,
Oh
all
my
right,
God.
All right, here you go.
If you haven't been to Tataras lately, you haven't been to Tataras. I would like to invite you to join me for dinner this evening as my personal guest. I am excited to get to know you and help you enjoy your stay in our beautiful city, Lord Eldwin Goldtouch. And he rolls it up and hands it back to you and says, "His is the purple manor out east with the large garden."
All right, I'll have to check that out. All right. You know anywhere I could board my old girl here?
Pat her on the neck.
The stables.
Stables. Just you got anything nicer? She deserves the best, you see.
We do, but not for you.
I see. Well, if that's the case, I suppose I'll just mosey on in here. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Sir.
What?
Nothing.
Can I go in now? And I'll trot in, crop dusting them all the way.
Okay. So he instructs you to where the city stables are and says you're going to have to board your horse. We don't accept steeds walking around the town of Tataras.
fully understand. I'll head straight over there, I swear.
Thank you, sir.
No problem.
All right. And that brings us to Pineapple Wolf.
Okay. My character is happily sauntering up to the front gate.
And you get stopped by 2 guards who say, "Are you new here?"
Well, I suppose. Well, how about this way? You see, in every moment being unique in its own particular zeitgeist, are any of us actually truly in any area, being as each day is unique to its own? So here would really be there, and there really being here, so...
Yep, you're his kind.
Pineapple's volume is soft, apparently.
No!
Really?
Quiet, Pineapple.
That's odd, because I hear him louder than others.
Yeah, he's pretty loud on my end.
Okay, how do
Do
we
you guys hear
fix
me
this?
fine?
Okay, how do we fix that real quick?
Well, I'm trying to. We kind of have to talk to chat here.
Give me a second. Let's see.
How high up is the desktop volume in OBS?
It's now higher, so let's try that.
Test, test. Can you all hear me? I'm speaking in my normal voice.
Any better, people?
Check, check.
He is still
Very
quiet.
Shh. I'm trying to hear. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, turn up the desktop volume a little bit more.
I'm up all the way.
Okay. Then we just have to be louder on our ends.
Okay!
You might have to turn up y'all's mics.
How's this?
Sounds good to me.
Check, check.
I wonder, though, if I can turn the volume up here. Yeah, I'm going to turn you up in Skype. I didn't think about that. Okay, now go.
Guy, I thought that
Yeah.
was Zoom.
Or Zoom, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay, any better? 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah, that's got to be better. Thank you guys for being patient with the technical difficulties.
Well, it's a first run for this, so.
Wouldn't be a proper stream if there wasn't some technical
Echo says,
difficulties.
Lissa's better, Pineapple, nope, same as was. Kenny, is there a way that you can turn up your mic on your computer?
Yes, I'm also putting my input volume higher.
Also,
for
Kenny,
Zoom.
the microphone you have has a button on the front of it that's plus and minus.
Hey, just pressed plus a bunch of... Everyone jumped.
That worked!
All right.
Oh my gosh. Yes, that was the thing right there.
Yes, but did they hear me?
I think they probably did because you just blew our eardrums out.
Satan
Alright.
heard you.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so. Doo-doo-doo. Let's
Really?
I just said he sounds the same to us. I don't know.
Like, it's getting to you guys fine. Somehow it's not getting to Twitch fine is the weird part.
Let me unmute the tab again.
That is really strange.
All right, I'm speaking again because I've been asked to test once more. I am the Pineapple Wolf.
Oh.
And what does the pineapple say?
I feel a SpongeBob parody about to come on.
No, the what does the fox say?
I can't hear
Cody?
you.
Okay, speak, Lissa.
Check. 1, 2. Check, check.
Okay, I'm not sure what the issue is here, guys.
Right?
Well, Demers says they can hear everyone just
I
fine.
can hear
Yeah.
everyone fine.
Well, that's a fictional reality super fan right there.
Yeah.
Hey, hello.
Hey, Demers.
Welcome, Demers.
Welcome
Well-
to our technical fun.
Let's jump back into the game.
She's used to it.
Yeah, we do this all the time.
Sweet. Let's jump back into the game and see if it is going to be okay from here because I still hear you better. Click your mic up 1.
It's clicked up by 1.
Do it one more.
And 1 more.
I don't know.
I legit don't know because it sounds fine on our end, and you've got the desktop volume all the way up. It shouldn't be an issue.
Towards
Yep.
which volume is down.
Yeah, check the. Okay.
Well, that I think is the best we can do because I'm not sure what else to tweak here.
I will just speak loudly. Normally, everyone yells at me to speak quieter, so
Okay.
let's take away that restraint.
Okay, Mr. Speak Quieter.
Uh-huh.
After that entire diatribe of philosophical garbage, the sentry guards look at you. One of them rolls their eyes. The other one nods his head and goes, "Yep, he's his type. This letter's for you, sir."
I snatch it. So you're telling me every random individual that's walking through the town today is invited to a luncheon?
Dinner.
A dinnerin'?
What's a dinnerin'?
Anyway,
The new ones, yes. He wants to welcome all new people. And you're just the type he would love. He loves philosophy.
fascinating. Just fascinating. Now question, if an entire caravan of 500 traders came through here, would they all be at the party too?
I suppose. But that's not going to happen. We don't have caravans due today.
Of course not. Of course not. Okay. Have fun, gentlemen.
Okay, you too, sir. Go right on in.
And I step through.
And the inspectors stop you and say, "What do you have to declare?" One mask, writes it down.
Mm-hmm. And I do declare that I spent 4 days being digested by an unusually large creature.
Have you brought any of the creature back with you?
No, not presently. Well, I bring the memory of it. Does that count?
No.
Eh.
Turn out your
I
pockets.
Swing out a massive sword.
They write it down.
Seductively pull down my shirt to show that I'm wearing armor.
Okay, write it down.
And toss my entire backpack that just has the adventurer's kit in it. Plus some sharpening stones.
Writing it down. All right, you're good to go, sir. Take your stuff.
Pick up sword, sling it on back, look around, call the guy back over. Hey, question. Do you have any laws against climbing on top of buildings?
No, but it might be suspicious.
Oh, that's fine. I'm telling you I'm doing it, so, you know, have fun. And
Why?
he looks
Wait. Why are you climbing on the buildings?
It's fun!
This is
And-
great because it's not unlikely that they wouldn't find River up on top of the buildings too. Because
And he sees a tall building called the Golden Kelp. I'm assuming it's tall because it's, a couple story in, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And he's going to run forward, doing a couple of front flips to get some momentum, jump at the building, kick off anything that would allow him to get a little more height, and catch the edge and flip himself dexterously over.
Okay, let's roll an acrobatics.
Mm-hmm. Right, of course, I'm starting out low just because that's going to make this more fun.
Was it a 1?
No, it wasn't a 1, it was a 2. So, yeah, that's a 7.
Yeah, you don't make it.
Kunk!
Yeah, that was kind of an interesting, graceful fall on the face.
He
No, wait.
splats. No,
I
he
f- I
trips
forgot
as
to add
he
my own
tries to
agility.
jump up and splats his face into the wall.
Sorry, I forgot to add agility. Like, as long as I've been doing this, I really shouldn't have. It's 15 total. I'm sorry.
Oh, then you succeed. You're up there.
Okay.
Flip, flip, flip. Not as graceful as you used to be. You're used to being, but you're up. And a large, very, very drunk woman happens to be sitting on the roof too and slides down to you. Hi, honey.
Hello! How did you get up here? You seem too drunk to be able to maintain that.
I don't know. I just woke up here.
No.
So,
That's impressive.
you want to play a game?
With you? Well, it depends. How do you feel about playing Fall Off the Roof?
What's that?
The first person to fall off the roof loses.
Oh, you're gonna lose.
Of course I am. Have fun.
And she charges you.
He makes a sort of kind of a sidestep and holds his shirt out a little bit as if he's a matador. Hey, hey! Right as she's about to reach him, he'll just flip right over her casually.
All right, roll dodge and add in that special you've got for being acrobatic in your dodging.
Yeah, that time it's a 27.
Well, hell's bells. I'm pretty sure that's a critical success, but let me double check my chart here. That is definitely a critical success because she got an 11. And you dodge out of the way, and she goes face first off the roof and splat. And she's knocked out on the ground.
I win!
Awesome.
And we're going to pause you right there. We're getting to our first critical failure of the night. Okay.
Hi.
So here is what happens. If you'll notice, I have definitely taken the letter off screen, and it is not coming back on right now. The letter that is supposed to hopefully bring all of you together in some semi-friendly way. And instead, this is what happens. And I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name. You did give me pronunciations, but Jariel?
Jariel.
Jariel. Okay. As Jariel approaches, the sentries walk up to you, both point a spear at you and say, "And where do you think you're going?"
I believe that I am going into the town.
After
Should I
what
be-
you did?
Oh, awesome. I'm sorry. I don't quite know what you're talking about.
Really? You and your fake symbols and your false prophecies?
He begins to look around a little bit nervously. Not quite sure what's going on, but some of this ringing a little too close at various moments. Well, I've never been here before, so I can't claim to be the one responsible for whatever this might be.
Uh-huh. You and her have never been here before.
Indeed. That is what I'm saying.
Well, we're going to need to verify that. One of them whistles and motions. Stay right there, please.
Of course.
A few minutes later, a portly dwarf in flip-flops, shorts, and a Hawaiian shirt comes over to the gate, tips his shades down, walks over to the sentry and goes, "You fool! That's not him, but it probably will be." So, until it is actually him, you can't arrest him for anything. I am so sorry for their behavior. My name is Lord Eldwin Goldtouch. Please let me escort you to my manor. Let me treat you and your sister to dinner.
My thanks, sir.
And the sentries glare at you, and the inspectors step aside and don't ask what you're carrying. And
He
you get
failed so hard he won.
something like that. If you knew what was happening in the background. Hey, noob. So, you and your sister get escorted to the manor, which is number 15 on the map. Eldwin Goldtouch's manor. So, as you get escorted in, this is a lush tropical jungle of a garden. There are beautiful birds everywhere. There are fountains scattered throughout this garden. There are several buildings. Everybody is dressed like they are living the life of luxury on a tropical island. There are scantily clad women bringing you drinks galore. There are scantily clad men bringing you other things. You name it, it is yours to have. And as you walk in, Lord Goldtouch says, "These are our honored guests. You treat them like king and queen. Go clean them, get them ready for dinner." And an army of servants whisk you both away. So how are you two reacting to this?
Well, we are reacting immediately with what is going on right here. We see all the opulence, and it's very much unfamiliarity. this is not a situation that Jariel or Noriel are used to dealing with. And then that army of servants rushes in to go and clean them, and there is a tensing on both of them before they realize that they are probably a good 3-4 feet taller than most of these people, and if they needed to, they could probably get away. And then will allow themselves to be led from this room.
Okay, as they lead you, you notice your sister seems to get this little smile on her face, and she taps you on the shoulder and says, Jariel.
Yeah.
That's stuff. And she points to this pink bubbly stuff in a glass. Have you tasted it?
I have not.
She hands you a glass. Roll resist toxin.
Oh, goodness. Oh, gosh. All right, here we go. Second critical no. Hey, that's a 12. Hey, look at that other end of the
Exploding
spectrum.
dice.
That's another 12.
Wow.
Okay. And that's a 6. So that starts at a 30.
Holy fuck.
Damn.
What is this nope. So Constitution, so that's a 37.
So, this
Wow.
is a beautiful dance of sweet and tartness on your tongue. If you can imagine the sweetest watermelon you've ever tasted with just a hint of grapefruit surrounding it. And it bubbles and fizzes at just the right amount so that it just tantalizes every taste bud. It is the best thing you've ever tasted. Though it doesn't seem to be affecting you the same way it does your sister, who looks really giggly and happy right now.
It's good.
I know,
Looks
right?
around for another one.
Oh, you shouldn't drink too many of those, brother.
Of course, if you say so.
Yes.
And they whisk you both away to separate bath chambers.
Okay.
And start their cleansing duties. And I'm not going to get any more into the details there.
Fade to black. We don't know if there is a happy ending or not.
At some point, they bring in step ladders to make sure they get every piece of you.
The necessary tools of grooming. A step
Right.
ladder.
Lay down, itty.
Okay, we're going to leave you right there, and we're going to go to the Jade Serpent people first. So, who were my two that were heading to the Jade Serpent?
Oh, that'd be me.
And me.
There we go. Okay, so, Mr. Quip, you get to the Jade Serpent first, and you are greeted by all manner of rowdiness and joy, and
Lay down.
there's a lot of people in there. It's not too rowdy as if there's a fight going on, but they're definitely happy and they're definitely loud. And there seems to be that every table is overcrowded. Like people are sitting on boxes and some are just kneeling at the table or just standing there.
Okay, I guess I'm just my character be looking for like the front desk people or someone so you can get like checked into a room.
Yep, there's an older gentleman behind the desk and he's got a very large mustache, large goatee, and
Does he
he's
see a
wiping a
little
cup
me
away.
walking up?
He seems to notice you and he hurries and washes his cup and he looks very, very panicked trying to serve everybody.
Hey, sir, excuse me.
What can I do you for?
I was looking for a room for the night, get cleaned up. I
Oh.
got this dinner to go to tonight, and you got any rooms left or what?
I really don't. I am full up. There's so many visitors in town today. Wait, you said you're going to a dinner tonight? Whose dinner are you going to?
Mr. Gold Touch, I think the gentleman's name was.
Oh, you're one of them.
Sorry?
You're one of them.
Yeah.
Well, you should probably just go get cleaned up at his manor, sir.
Okay, I also heard about this place where they pray to the deity Bria. You heard of this place?
It's one of the shrines outside the temple.
Ah, so it is here.
Yes.
I think I've come to the right place, and thanks a lot for your information. But is there anywhere you know of rooms, or I'll be able to stay at the manor? You think?
You probably should just go to dinner first. And he doesn't.
All right. I'll head out there then, I guess. Okay. Thanks for your time, I guess.
You're welcome.
Turn around and start walking out.
You walk out right about the time that. Let me grab your character name. Sorry, I got too many sheets up at once.
Rohan.
He went
Rohan
from
walks in.
Mickey Mouse to Morty.
Depends how excited he gets.
That's hilarious. Oh, that's why I don't have Rohan's sheet.
Really?
Yep. Rohan, I do have your backstory.
I sent it on the email, but
You're fired.
oh.
Probably. All right, Rohan, you get there right about the time this little gnome comes hobbling out on a cane.
Oh, hey, watch a big guy there. I'll skip by you here.
Pardon, Rohan. Where are you going, little one?
Oh, I got this fancy dinner I've been invited to. That's where I'm headed.
Mr. Goldtooth? Goldwing?
It's, something like that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I'm going to the same place. It's not here.
Yeah, you can. There's no rooms here, and I don't know unless you already had one.
Just follow you.
Yeah, sure. Let's go. It takes me a little while to move, but I'm sure we can catch up along the way. What brings you here, Rohan?
Rohan looks for opportunity.
Oh, well, I guess I'm looking around for stuff too. Maybe we can hang out. I don't really have anybody else here. Maybe we can hang out a bit.
Hey guys,
Rohan is very happy.
dihydrate.
Oh.
Dihydrate.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
Does coffee count?
Sure, it's a toxic
Sure.
substance of some sort.
Chug.
If
does
you
a
do not
proper
have
elf.
alcohol, store-bought will do.
And as a proper elf, apple ale.
I have pina colada.
As a proper fairy.
I have whatever surprise drink Kenny made for me, so I have no clue what I'm dying
I
of.
think it's garbage water.
I also have White Claw. I'm not sure if that's the fairy half or the elf half.
Then the narrator just passes out halfway through because of what pineapple put in
You
his
all
drink.
fucking start to fight.
Yeah, so everyone, for all the viewers, we now have new channel point redemptions, and we also have sound alerts. So, actually, is there a way? Oh no, is it? Crap. It's not set up for it. Fuck. Okay. I'll fix that.
Okay, I don't know what you're fixing, but we'll trust you. So, moving on. You two have met up, and you're heading to Lord Gold Touch. Now you got me saying tooth, thanks. Lord Gold Touch's manor.
So, do you know anything about this Lord Goldtooth?
No, I kind of think it's a little bit weird that he's, they're putting on this dinner. I am kind of hungry, though. I hope he's got some great fucking salads and radishes and wonderful lettuce.
You're a leaf eater.
Yeah, what else? What else? do you
Sean,
need,
I'm gonna have to have you pull up Authy and shoot me the message with the code. Or not. It actually remembers. Never mind.
Okay. Sorry, go back.
You, Rohan, what does Rohan like to eat, Rohan?
Rohan eats whatever is free, whatever is unoccupied by certain peoples.
Well, I'll see you at the salad bar then, eh? Right?
Yes. By the way, what do you do for a living?
I just study. I study life magic, and I'm trying to pick up where my father left off. He wants to, bring back the stuff that all the gnomes lost, centuries ago.
That's very honorable to be a healer. Rohan is a procurer of things. I am a merchant. By day.
Well, you can help me procure some more magic. That'd be just fucking great,
Oh, of course. If I find books, I hand them to you.
Yeah, I got lots of books too. If you're interested.
At a heavily discounted price, by the way.
Ooh, it's always a catch, right? Always a catch. I get
Always,
it.
yes. Must make a living. Rohan likes to live.
Okay. While you guys are traveling, let's come back around to Lissa, who's heading to the coast. What
Hi.
part of the coast are you heading to?
Sorry, I gotta pull up the map again.
No problem.
Phenomena. She's gonna go over by the shipwreck.
Ah, so you're on the inside of the wall over by the lighthouse. In between
Yeah.
the lighthouse and the wall? Okay. All right, so do me a favor and roll a luck.
Okay. Is a 10 plus 3, so 13.
Fantastic. You get there. You notice that there is an old hill folk sitting on the porch of the lighthouse looking over the ocean, smoking a very big pipe with billows of smoke all around his head. And he seems to half be puffing in the smoke, half be sighing and breathing through it at the same time. Other than that, this coastline seems pretty much abandoned, which is odd because if you look out in the distance, you don't even see a lot of activity at the docks, which is very odd for this town.
Okay. She kind of just looks at the hill folk and goes, "Good day, sir, or madam, or is it a guy or is it a girl?"
It's a guy.
Good day, sir.
Oh, hello. You come to watch the sun.
I have indeed.
I love watching as it rises over there in the morning, sets over there in the evening. It's one of the few places in the world you can see the sun come out of the ocean and back into it again. It's a beautiful place, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, good. What's your name?
It's River.
River. Like the water that flows into the ocean?
Yes.
Well, no wonder
Like
you
that.
were brought to the ocean, of course. Rivers always go to the ocean.
But that actually does make a lot of sense. I didn't think of it like that.
Well, you're here, aren't you? Obviously, destiny brought you here. I'm Sorbo Torchbearer. Nice to meet you, lass.
Nice to meet you as well. I love this person already. I don't know why. Just can we protect this bean?
So, you up for a story then?
Of course.
You know, my family has been watching this lighthouse for three generations now. It's been a long time. Ever since that shipwreck happened. Poor old Tatara. He didn't know what he's getting into. But you know, one of these days, I dream about going off on the sea myself. Just gotta make sure the lighthouse is safe.
Do you not have any kin that could look after it?
Oh, I'm the last of my family, sadly. Never married. Don't have any children. Not sure who I'd leave the lighthouse to when I pass on, but I gotta find somebody for sure. It's the only thing protecting us from the supernatural, you know. All the ghost ships out there would have raided these cities a long time ago if it wasn't for me light.
Really?
Oh, really? Oh, but me grandfather, he was quite a sailor, he was. He was the only one that survived that shipwreck. All the tales he used to tell me about conquering sea monsters and finding whales bigger than 3 houses. It was amazing.
That is a rather large whale.
Oh, it is. Apparently it feeds your whole crew for 2 months if you're lucky.
Huh. What can you tell me about that shipwreck?
Well, that's the famous shipwreck. What you don't know about Tataras Wavewriter? He's the founder of the city, of course. It was his shipwreck. After he founded the city, he was going off on a ship to do some more pillaging or plundering or whatever them bloody pirates do. And suddenly 3 ships came around. 3 ships that nobody could knew. There was no crew on them. I'm telling you, they were blank. They were empty. They were all torn up too. And they were happy to blast them to smithereens. They didn't even try to board them or anything. The only one that survived that wreck was my grandfather.
Huh. Is that why everyone is superstitious about that?
Oh yeah, it's haunted for sure.
Are you sure about that?
Oh yeah, I've been over there and talked to Tatara's ghost myself. He's a nice guy and all.
She kind of just like gets this look on her face like, why didn't I see this when I was a kid? She kind of just slipped in and out. And so she's got this very confused look on her face, like, huh?
So what brings you to Tataras today? It's a pretty auspicious day, you know.
What's auspicious about today?
Well, the Lord Gold Touch, he's having a fancy to do with some newcomers. And the ones who are invited to that shindig, they're going to be specially rewarded for sure.
Are we?
Oh, you're invited? Well, what are you doing here? Get off with you now. On to the manor. Stop wasting your time with an old coot like me.
I'm protecting this bean at all costs!
Come on, go on.
She goes, all right. And she kind of just, she decides, she's like, I'm not walking, and she flies.
Nice to meet you, lassie. Tell the Gold Touch I said hello.
Can do.
Okay. 2 pineapple. Actually, 2 haplo first. You get to the city stables, I'm assuming.
That's where I was headed. Yep.
Alrighty. Give me 2 seconds to pull up the sheet I need here. Okay, you get to the city stables. This very large, obese man in very dirty clothes walks up to you and goes, "Oh, you need a room for your horse, I see. It's free of charge, you know.
Well, free, hey.
Unless you want him fed or his stall cleaned or ever groomed."
I look down at old Wendy there, and
What do you say, girl? You want to be fed today?
kind of gives me a side eye, being like, "Of course."
Well, I think it'd only be right if we gave her an apple or 2 at least. I mean, how much it cost to feed her?
Well, you want the good stuff or not?
Of course, I want the best from my Wendy.
All right, we're looking at how many days?
Well, let's see. I mean, I'm only planning for maybe an overnight stay. I'm a bit of a wanderer, you see, but who knows what'll happen. How about we just go day by day? Does that sound all right?
Well, it's a little bit more, but sure. 14. 14 vials, sir.
14 vials.
Well, you wanted the best stuff, right?
Of course. Let me just see here, and
I start rummaging through my belongings and
just see here.
And, I said it wrong. Scruples. 14 scruples.
I wasn't gonna say that.
Correct me, people.
No, I like vials. No. No, as I rummage through my belongings, trying to find some scruples here to give them, I'm like,
oh, geez, you know, I'm in a bit of a tough spot right now, and now I don't assume to get anything for free, but I can give you my word.
Look. You can come back and feed her yourself. I'm just not going to feed her if you don't pay me.
I see. And looking around this establishment, it's easy enough to come and go. There's no gates.
There is a gate, but you can take the rope loop off and open it and walk in yourself.
Okay. And the state of the place, is it like below?
Roll me a perception. An appraise if you have it.
So I have observant. Give me a +4 in that perception roll.
That's true.
No. Oh, I do have appraise actually.
Hey, looky there.
Oh, look at that.
Fucking 12. I like that.
Blow up them dice.
I like
Blow
that.
that
I
shit
like that a lot.
And another 5, so 17 on the dice. And then you said appraise for a 1 on appraise for 18, and the observant is another +4. 21?
Yeah, this place is nailed together for lasting at least a month at best.
Oh, I see.
If it were to rain, that definitely wouldn't keep the rain off your horse very well. The stalls have not been mucked since the last 3 or 4 horses have been in there for sure.
All right. Observing all of this, I go,
You know, I'm gonna have to take you up on this. Just give me a minute here. Which stall might my old Wendy get?
Well, I can give you number 6 over there. Why are you in town anyway?
Oh, in town. Well, you know, I'm just kind of passing through. You know, I like to roam around, like I said before, but got a little letter walking in the gates here. Think I'll hit up this dinner that.
Wait, which dinner?
You know, some fancy folk up on the hill, I'm sure.
Lord Gold Touch.
Gold Touch? Yeah, that's right. That's what they said. Gold Touch. That's right.
Well, look, I don't really need to take more animals right now. They don't pay me enough to do this job anyway. Go over to the Golden Horseshoe, show them the letter with the seal on it. They'll take care of your horse.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. That's great news. I didn't want to stay in this shithole anyway. Come on, old Wendy. Turn right around and head out.
God, that's glorious.
He kind of grumbles under his breath and walks back in and to his office. Does whatever
Is
he
this
wants.
man 2 days from retirement?
As I'm walking away and I stop, I'll turn around one more time before he walks entirely away and be like,
You should really take better care of these animals. They deserve better than that.
Most of them survive.
Most of them. Keyword.
that grimace shake before I just like,
He's going to get what's coming to him. Don't worry, old Wendy. Let's go.
All right. You get to the Golden Horseshoe. There is a very well-dressed attendant who comes out in a very fancy locked gate, holds out a pad and a paper, or a pad and a pencil, and goes, and you are?
Well, I am Fuko Windbottom, and this is the lovely old
Flip.
Wendy.
Flip. I do not see your name on my list, sir.
I wouldn't suppose you would have, but I do have
Multipass?
this.
as I pass him the rolled up piece of paper.
Now that says a whole bunch of cool stuff in there, I know.
I read that myself.
Totally did.
Of course you did, sir. And he rolls his eyes, rolls up the letter, and goes, mind your manners. This is a gentleman's establishment.
No, of course.
And I kind of take my hat off and I like dust all the dust that falls off of it and put it back on.
Of course, yeah. I hear that.
And he says, well, apparently because of today's dinner, we will take your horse for one night and one night only. But we didn't have time to create its own proper arrangement, so it's going to have to be in a generic stable.
Oh, I see. What do you mean by generic? I mean, you got a proper roof. I was just over at another establishment. I could not keep my old Wendy there.
Follow me.
Well,
Ac-
Wendy.
You actually go through a set of double doors into a large marble hallway that leads out to this beautiful yard with manicured lawns and stables. Several of the stables have lots of different decorations set up and mirrors and other things that look like they're very personalized. And there's one that has this elegant, beautiful roof with marble pillars around it, but has nothing in it. It goes, that one. Obviously, it's not been prepared for your horse yet. We didn't know you were coming.
That's okay. I will take it. Wendy, this is great. Wendy, look at that. I whisper in her ear. Look at that. Is that stone? Like, you mind if I sleep here too?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Oh no, fair enough. Of course not. It's so silly of me.
And I'm just definitely getting excited for Wendy.
Like, this is some of the best for my old Wendy. I couldn't ask for more.
And she
Lead her into the stall.
The attendant snaps his fingers, and a couple people come up, one with a bucket full of suds, one with several different types of grains and fruits, all on a huge platter.
And I take a hand and I kind of put it in there and I let it run through my fingers a little bit. And I look at that, Wendy. Look at that. And I like start feeding it a
Sir,
little bit.
no. Do not touch the food with your dirty hands.
Oh, my bad. Just kind of brush him off onto the floor a little bit. I'm sorry.
And the
about that.
attendant grabs your arm and says, come with me, sir. She'll be taken care of just fine.
Okay, I look back at Wendy.
Okay, bye, Wendy. Be good girl.
And let her take me away.
Now, you really should get on to the manor. He's waiting for you.
Oh, of course. Now is which way? And I'm assuming this is quite a big place, and I just kind of get a little lost at the whole prospect of.
They point to the southeast and say, it's the large manor with a beautiful garden and purple roofs. You can't miss it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's great. Thank you very much.
And I'll just kind of trot, and I'm just like, wow,
Great.
You notice out of the corner of your eye, as soon as the attendant is done touching you, they start brushing off their arm and
definitely.
clothes. And
Perfect. And as I'm walking away, they just hear an echoing through this large echo chamber, more or less. You just hear this.
Okay. And that brings us to I just knocked a lady off a roof, man.
Sounds like a superhero.
Right?
In his defense, she did it herself.
He does have a mask on, so could
It's true.
argue he is a superhero.
It's true. It's true.
Also, hero is a perspective.
That sounds like what a villain would say. Just saying.
Hero is a perspective.
Okay.
I'm not wrong.
Okay, Mr. On the Golden Kelp, what are you doing?
I hope she was drunk enough that she's not going to feel that until a couple days later. Look around to see if anybody's like raising a problem with the lady flying off the roof.
Nope. You hear a lot of rowdiness in the inn just below you or the tavern just below you, and everybody seems to be occupied with whatever their own noise is. Nobody seems to notice the lady who just fell off the roof face first into the alleyway.
Well, that's a shame. Oh well. So he's actually going to find a spot where there's a little bit less shingles, because I imagine it's not very well taken care of, and I can probably find some exposed wood. Yeah. So he'll take his sword off from his back holster and plop it down into the wood,
Okay.
sticking straight up.
Okay.
Then he's going to focus on what the magic wants him to do.
All right. So you are focusing, and as you focus, you get voices that sound like very prim and proper ladies and lords at a fancy schmancy party, all talking about what order to arrange the silverware.
Really? It's like just speaking to the air at this point. Really? You want me to go there? Why?
And all of the lords and ladies in your head seem to laugh at once and go, "Oh, isn't he such a lark? He'd be hilarious at our party."
Fine. I'm going. I listen to you. All right. And so, based on what I see of the city map, like, I'm not sure how to scale it is, but I'm fairly certain that I should be able to happily skip and front flip my way over buildings to be able to get at least fairly close to that manor.
You are at the Golden Kelp, right?
Yep.
So you were at number 23. You could skip over to the gap between 23 and the blue building that's kind of an L is way too far for you to jump. The smaller neighborhood gaps are the ones you could jump. Anything that's visible as a gap on this map would be way too far to jump. It's a much bigger city than it looks like.
Okay. I would know how the scaling was set up, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you already jumped, so.
Yeah.
He jumped up. He didn't jump from building to building. That's the next critical failure.
Right. No, he's just going to jump off the building, throwing himself into a lovely front flip, arms spread eagle, and as he lands, he's going to move into a roll to disperse some of the force of his landing.
Roll me in acrobatics, and I'll give you a +3. I'm loving the descriptions here of the unnecessary acrobatics.
He's all about unnecessary acrobatics. I just want to note that right now.
Hey, I'm just going to point out, sometimes unnecessary acrobatics are necessary when you don't have a good strength skill.
Anyway, 19.
Fantastic. You land just fine, and you roll, and a couple passerbys look at you like, what the hell is he doing?
And I like throw my arms up and just make a quick bow.
And they
I'm
give
here
you
all week.
and they give you a wide berth as you do this.
No one ever appreciates the arts. And he just starts sauntering toward the party.
Fantastic. Let's come back to our twins at the party already. Okay. You come out of your cleansing and you are adorned in silk robes. You are given these fancy, cushy sandals for your feet. You are perfumed. You are given all sorts of lotions and ointments that you didn't know existed. And escorted to a large banquet hall.
I have one question.
Yes.
And this is, we can do whatever you'd like there, but I have a hawk. What was done with my hawk when I arrived?
It is not necessary to stable pets, only to stable steeds.
Awesome. So then I have a hawk on my shoulder with a silk robe.
Absolutely. In fact, they would have trimmed your hawk's feathers that needed to be trimmed. They would have filed the nails. They would have cleansed the hawk as well.
Excellent. So I arrive at the banquet hall. How appropriately sized for me does this banquet hall look?
Strangely enough, there are 2 seats that are perfectly sized for you and your sister with a table that pops up in front of you.
Ominous.
Right?
Okay.
Same size.
Extremely.
What do you
So
say,
stop
TV?
me if I'm wrong here. Could I make I feel like I need to tap into the omen here. See what's going on.
Yes.
Not good at it, but I'm gonna try.
Do it.
That's a 10 plus ominous luck, correct?
Yep.
Right, so that's 13.
You actually don't feel bad. You feel like, yeah, this is really apropos and obviously not by coincidence, but I don't feel any bad vibes.
Okay. Then I exchange a glance with my sister, give a little nod, and then make my way over to the appropriately sized seat.
She goes to the seat right next to you. She goes to the seat right next to you and looks at the food and goes, "Oh my gosh, look at this spread." There is everything that you could have imagined would be your favorite foods laid out in front of you.
Delightful. So Jariel will sit in the chair and then reach for the most unusual looking food he can find.
Ooh, roll luck.
Well, that worked so well last time. Oh, all right. That one was a fluke. That's an 11 plus 2, 13.
Okay, you reach out for what looks like 2 small chickens roasted together with this huge piece of fruit in the middle of it. You don't recognize the bird at all.
All right. Grab it on some kind of skewer.
Yep.
All right. Grab the skewer, bring it up, and chomp.
Oh, it is delicious, delicious. And as you take a bite, the same portly dwarf walks in. By the way, this dwarf has very, very little beard. It's kind of like your beard right now, George. So he walks in with his Hawaiian shirt, his flip-flops, and goes, "Oh, I thought you'd like pheasant. I'm glad you like it."
It's delightful.
Well, good, good. I want you well fed. I want you treated like kings. Every visitor to my city deserves the best treatment.
Well, I thank you for the hospitality.
You're welcome. Oh, you should tell me a story. You, tell me a story about you and your sister.
Well, what kind of story would you like?
What is the most important thing that you have ever discovered?
As the question is asked, his eyes flick to his bag nearby, and he instinctively reaches a hand out. Most important thing that I have ever discovered is the amount of knowledge that is left in this world that we can never know.
Oh. That is very wise. Very, very wise. Wisdom is important, you know. What wisdom do you seek?
Do I seek? I seek knowledge of Glazriel.
Glazriel.
Are you familiar?
That sounds vaguely familiar. I'll have to look in my books later and see if I can find you something.
Well, there are forces in this world that we cannot know. And it is my goal to understand them, or at least to know their names.
I may have a way to help you, my friend. I may have a way to help you. In the meantime, I think I'm going to get the minstrels warmed up while the other guests arrive. Excuse me, please.
Yeah. Eddie, that's my face.
He sits up, he points to one piece of cake on the table and goes, "Oh, make sure you try that," and walks off.
What does the cake look like?
The cake looks like it has 17 layers of different colors, and each one has a different type of syrupy sauce on top of the layer, and the entire thing is frosted in what could only be described as an elegant pearlescent cream of some sort.
He will not immediately reach for it, but he will finish this delightful peasant, whatever it was called.
Pheasant.
And when it
Pheasant.
I know. And once it is done, put the skewer down and then reach for the.
You act like everyone does, though.
Okay. As you reach for the cake, it is, once you take a bite, it just melts in your mouth, and it is every subtle sweet flavor you could come up with, kind of hits you at different phases. So you could taste from caramel to chocolate to marshmallow to licorice. It all just kind of hits you one by one. It's like you just ate a piece of a candy store.
Wow, that's quite something, and it comes over him. He is not used to this kind of rich food, so at this point, well, this is delightful.
Your sister has finished her piece of cake, by the way, and looks dazed.
Are they just drugging us?
Yes. Do I need to make another resist toxins roll?
Nope.
All right.
You sure?
Then, after two very delightful bits of food, Joriel will return and just start looking for the next.
Okay. Looking for the next bit of food?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I mean, gotta keep this plate, this tray, whatever's in front of us is going to be gone.
Whatever you could imagine being delectable to your character is probably in front of you.
All right. Then he makes his way over to a bit of meat that's nicely roasted and charred on the outside, pulls that to his plate, some vegetables of bright colors that come along with it, mixing them together. I believe we had something similar to this back at the Peaks.
Oh, that's the roast that Mom used to make.
Puts some of it back. But then eats it regardless.
It's probably really good, but I'm tired, brother.
Are you? Are you feeling well?
Oh, I think I ate too much cake.
Well, did she take an abnormally large piece of cake?
Well, the whole piece that was there would be equivalent of about a quarter of a cake, and she ate the whole thing.
Remember, moderation is important.
Oh, yeah, you always say that.
I do, and it's always right.
That's not the point.
Well, still, if we're going to indulge, I suppose there are a few places better than this.
That's true. Who is this guy, and why is he treating us like this?
I'm not sure if I know. I shall consult my mind. What would the roll for that? Intelligence?
Meditate and willpower, if that's... Oh, your intelligence to see if you know about this person. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Sorry. When you said consult your mind, I thought you meant inner voice.
Oh, no. No.
I'm going to consult the spirits.
That is a 9 plus 4 for 13. 13s are my number tonight, apparently.
Eldwin Goldtouch is known to be the lord that is in charge of commerce within the city of Tataras. He's very well known. He is one of the elite members of the merchants guild that spans across the land of Toral, known as the Golden Road. And he doesn't do much with the major political dealings in Tataras, as most of them have to do with what the Dwarven Kingdom is doing, what they're doing to trade with other people, and Tataras is just a pass-through city. But his entire focus is on the city itself as being a sparkling gem of mercantilism without needing imports or exports.
Someone with many connections. I think it would be wise to maintain this relationship.
Well, if you say so, I need some water. She reaches over and grabs a big, huge glass of water and chugs it.
As she reaches for the water, I examine it to see if it's actually water.
Roll.
Perception, anything?
Discern if you have it.
No. But that is a 12.
Hey!
All right, so this is going the opposite direction from the way it started. That is an 18 plus 2.
You just had to get it out of the way.
I did, apparently.
Wow. Yes, it is water. It is crystal clear, very cold, natural spring water.
Okay. Then I will also reach for some nearby water as a palate cleanser before diving into the remainder of this meal.
Nice. Fantastic. And about that time, we're going to have our first pair arrive at the manor. So we get back to our gnome and our merchant by day.
Hey, hey, Rohan. It seems like we're here. How do you feel about this? It's kind of weird being just invited into this guy's house, eh?
Rohan is suspicious, but when in Rome, we eat free food.
All right, well, I mean, shit hits the fan. I'm glad I'm here with you, big fella. I mean, everybody's pretty big to me, though, you know.
Oh, would you like me to carry you?
Oh, you know, I wouldn't ask it, but yeah. Usually, my buddy Humper rides me around, but I didn't want to bring him in the gate. You know, I don't really trust anybody around here.
Sure. How do I do this? Do I trade you like baby, or put
I
you on
could,
my shoulder?
maybe I could sit on one of your big shoulders there.
Sure, why not? Here you go.
Oh, gee whiz, this is awesome. Look at how far I can see, hey?
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So question, what size are you, Rohan?
Oh, I'm Khajiit. I say Khajiit, didn't I?
Because she does theirs if you have coin.
Rohan's the size of Rohan.
A Rajin.
A Rajin, yes. He's about 5'10".
Okay, but your strength is a 6, so that's pretty above normal. Do me a favor, roll a strength. He will be able to sit on you, but this will determine how.
About 30 pounds, 30 to 35 pounds.
15.
Okay, then yes, he can sit just on one shoulder if you like. If not, I was going to make him have to sit piggyback around your neck.
Either way.
Okay.
But yeah, I actually make way to the entrance.
So there's a large, beautiful golden gate that has the same symbol that was on the letter just above it. Beyond the gate, you see this lavish tropical garden. You hear birds squawking and chirping. You hear all sorts of jungle noises. You hear water trickling from someplace. You see lots of scantily clad servants walking around with trays of food and drink, and nobody seems to notice you came to the gate.
Ah,
Hello there.
hello.
Hey, I'm Quentin, and this is Rohan, right, Rohan?
Yes, I am Rohan.
And?
Oh, I believe this is when we present them the letter. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. He, like, pulls open this. Oh, there you go, right?
All right.
We were promised to meet.
Come in this way. And they open the gate, and the gate opens. You almost hear this magical twinkling noise as the gate opens. And you step into the lavish, beautiful jungle and are immediately met by servants who are handing you drinks and hors d'oeuvres and taking handkerchiefs and wiping your foreheads and we must get you ready for dinner. Come on, we're going to cleanse you now.
Hydrate.
Cleanse.
I said hydrate, not dihydrate.
I don't know what the difference
Sorry,
is.
you're breaking up. I can't hear you.
Hydrate is water, dihydrate is
I
alcohol.
believe she said dihydrate 3 times now.
Yeah, she keeps saying it. I'm running out of.
So,
I mean, I've got 11,000 almost 12,000 channel points, so I could just keep making you guys drink until you can't anymore.
Cash those in, because I
Bring
don't
it
want to
on.
hit that Brackish doesn't have to swear thing.
okay, back to you guys.
Oh, man. So, like, you gonna bath us?
Absolutely, sir. And a particularly beautiful elvish woman scoops you off his shoulders and whisks you away to a bathroom.
Good luck, my
Gee
friend.
whiz. I'll see you in there, Rohan. Rohan will see Quip later, right, Rohan?
Of course, and be careful of the happy egg roll.
Mine's an angry egg roll.
And you have several people whisk you away, and similarly you are cleansed, and have silken robes placed upon you, and have all manner of sweet-smelling ointments all over your body by the time they're done.
The whole time when they're doing it, Quip is like, whoa, hey, wow, watch it. He's like, he just got out of jail not long ago. He's not really comfortable with this. Like, whoa,
He dropped the soap one too many times.
Behind me, get in front of me where I can keep my eyes on you,
Very nice. Okay. And then
I myself will probably take it differently, though.
Oh.
Yeah, I would follow in, most happily, but then the second they show me the bath, I'd be like, out.
But, sir, we have to
Rohan
cleanse
insists, out.
you. Roll it. Ha.
14.
Yep. I rolled a 12 and an 8 to resist.
So I cannot bathe myself. Rohan does not like this.
Fine. You can bathe yourself, but we're going to watch to make sure it's done correctly.
Whatever gets you off, madame.
Okay.
And I bathe myself.
And she actually comes up a couple times like, you missed a spot right there.
And I go, get away.
And right there, sir,
Get away.
you have to be cleansed before you enter the banquet hall.
After a while, I'll just, whatever. Go ahead. Do what you're going to do.
Okay. So,
But Rohan will write a letter.
Is Rohan a Karen? Does he want to speak to the manager?
Rohan will speak with the manager.
okay, so Rohan and Quip get escorted into the banquet hall, and as the doors open, you see two very large individuals sitting at a large table, seems to be built just for them, enjoying a feast. And there are many other chairs at a longer table that seems normal height, with one chair attached to the end of a table that seems to be perfect for a gnome to sit at.
Okay.
Is there a gnome? Is there a high chair for the gnome?
Pretty much.
Is walking in front of I see my newfound friend walking in. Hey Rohan, that was a bit fucking weird, hey, but looks like it's a nice seat for me over here. And I'm like, I got my stick and I'm like, watch it, buddy, like we're here now, like kind of pushing people out of my way like you do walking through the lunchroom. And this is my buddy here, we're here to eat, watch out.
Okay, this is what you see walking in, George. And your sister takes a step back and goes, what are they?
You're muted.
Can't hear you, George.
I think something a little less important than our host.
Okay. I don't get, why is the little guy so pushy?
Napoleon syndrome.
Don't know. I haven't dealt with many his size. Perhaps it comes. Smaller size means less place to put the emotions.
Maybe you should go talk to them.
I'm living for the shade.
He looks at all the delicious food that's in front of him. Very well. Pushes himself up and begins making his way over in that direction.
Okay, while he's making his way over, you guys see this lavish spread. There is every bit of the most elegant salad bar you could ever imagine in front of you. That seems to be right in front of the gnome's seat for some reason. Every fruit and vegetable known to that you could ever come up with, all chopped into little sizes.
Are gnomes vegetarian?
We are.
A lot of them are.
Huh.
Not all of them are. They don't have to be, but by culture, they are. And Rajin, you see in front of you everything from steamed fish to boiled meats to you name it. Just anything you could imagine.
Oh, Rohan is impressed. What do you think, Kip?
Oh, like I'm starving. I don't even care. These are the most beautiful radishes I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'm reaching out to them too. I like to think is Jariel?
Mm-hmm.
Is he coming up behind me at this moment?
And beside you.
Okay, and I'm like eating the radish, and I just like stab a fork into the table and look over. What are you doing, sneaking up on me like that, buddy? Who the hell are you?
I don't believe I was doing much sneaking. I'm not very capable of that.
Sorry, I'm a little bit jumpy. You're not up to nothing. I get that now. I'm Quip, and this is Rohan, right, Rohan?
Yes, I am Rohan, and this is Kip.
Well, hello, Rohan and Kip.
It's Quip, but that's
Quip.
It's okay. Quip.
Very
Quip
well.
Pappas.
I am Jariel. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. I'll dust off my hand and reach probably up pretty high out of my seat.
Look at the size difference of the hands and then reach down.
Woo! That's a mighty grip here, fella. Whoa.
Well, I suppose you were invited here by Gold Touch as well.
Yeah, you got this letter, and then they fucking bathed me. And I don't know what they were up to. There was a lot of them. They were touching, I don't know.
May I see the letter?
Yeah, sure. You got one too, or?
I never got one, right? Never.
No, you never did.
Great.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, a
no.
guest of honor, I guess. Hey, yeah, here, check it out, and I'll open it up, like, to the side here and show you so you can see.
Gives it a quick read. An interesting invitation.
I thought it was pretty, weird. Rohan here, but we're hungry, right? We're hungry, right, Rohan?
No, yes.
Jariel will look down at the spreads in front of the two of them. Well, enjoy your food. Quick.
Rohan has observed that it's very indigenous, like the newer were coming. Oh.
That is interesting, yes. It does look very different from what we were served.
Right, I haven't seen cabbage and lettuce and radish and everything. Like, I haven't seen this, like, since I was back in the forest,
How long has that been?
Oh, couple years. Yeah, I just got out of the pen,
His eyes grow a little bit wide. Well,
Do not judge, my friend.
It was a mistaken identity thing, but don't think that doesn't mean I mean business,
I'm sure you do. I saw how you wielded that cane.
Yeah, it's between there. I gotta be, I gotta have a big aura, because I'm a little guy. I mean, you just get stepped on. I fucking hate getting stepped on.
I suspect there are few with larger auras than you.
Thanks, man. I think.
Meant with all respect.
You too. I think you're a good guy,
I try. We must be careful as we walk through this world. Those of larger stature.
Yeah, you want any of these radishes or no?
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh, thank God. And he just grabs another.
Okay, so to speed things along a little bit, we're going to say that flying from the coast, Mr. coming from the Golden Stables, and Mr. I just left the lady in the alley end up at the manor at about the same time. So the three of you walk up each of you walks up.
Fly up, thank you.
Each of you arrives as two other people seem to arrive at the same Golden Gate.
Hello. That's interesting.
What's interesting?
I'm not supposed to kill you. Don't worry about that.
Are you supposed to kill others?
More of what I'm allowed to. Again, don't worry about that. Just some ramblings of a insane elf. Don't mind me. How are you?
I'm quite well. I'm a half-elf.
Ah, fascinating.
I pretty sure you could probably guess the other half. As she like flutters her wings and kind of like lands.
Yes, of course, Regine.
Sure. Sure, we'll go with that.
And what's your story, my odd friend?
Still talking to me, or are you talking?
No. I turned to Haplo's character.
Am I? Oh, sorry. You
Yep.
did say I was there.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was a little distracted thinking I wasn't in the room. So
Yep, you're there.
you repeat yourself. Sorry.
And what's your story, my odd friend?
Oh well, you know, I was just moseying on around here and thought I'd stop in and reeled me into some really nice digs. Though I don't have too much of a story. I mean, finding myself here right now is it's a bit of a surprise, to be quite honest. Seeing all this nice stuff and all this delicious food and alcohol and I really don't know what to think. I really don't know why I'm here, to be quite honest.
Pause. You're not actually in the manor yet. You're outside.
Yeah.
Outside the manor. Okay.
Yep.
We met at the Golden Gates.
Sorry, I missed a beat.
That's okay. So let's rewind you. You're not into the food and the drink yet. You're at the
Okay.
golden gates that lead in there.
Okay, and we just met at the same time to these gates.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got this ladder, and I've been kind of ushered out here. Just put old Wendy in the stables there, and just about to move on in. I mean, not up to much really. I just kind of stopped into Tataras for a, bit of a food and rest. Really, just checking the place out. How about yourself?
Question: do you speak without saying much by design, or is that entirely accidental?
Oh no,
River
it's
just like snorts.
entirely on purpose. I assure you.
Ah, that explains a few things.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
and a few words.
Fascinating.
It's
Well,
a really
I'm
nice
assuming.
mask you got there. It's fancy. I like that. Is that
Thank
gold?
you. It's something special.
I like gold. I like precious things like such. Appreciate
Don't
it.
touch it. Just don't touch it.
No.
River
That's
kinda
unreachable.
just,
no,
like,
no.
Like,
Wouldn't
make
care.
sure she secures her personal belongings a little bit better. I like fancy stuff.
And,
Excuse me while I don't totally make sure you can't grab my fancy stuff.
What's your name, little one? I mean, I'm not no big myself, but what's your name?
Who is he talking to?
You.
Well, you're the
You.
little one. I'm a full-size elf.
She gets this look on her face. She's like, you didn't just fucking call me little.
Well, hell, I'm not all big myself, but
How tall is he?
2'4", 2'6", 2'4".
You're 2 foot. I'm taller than you!
Still short for an
My
elf.
question.
I
my
think he was
question
using the
stands.
descriptor between you two.
She kind of just like looks at him and she's like, she looks down and then
Apparently,
Sir,
I missed how big you were. So
you do realize I'm taller than you, right?
yeah, well, what do you want me to say?
This
Not
is
a
one.
few words.
This is one very confused half elf. She goes, I'm a traveling musician.
Musician, eh? What do you play?
Well, I play pan flute and ocarina and viola and pretty much anything you hand me. And I
Oh.
sing.
You ever play
Also-
the tub bass?
How crass.
Good one. Hard to learn too. I tried my hand in it a while. I couldn't get anywhere with it. No good, but good one.
So while she's stunned, my character is going to lean down, pick up a rock, hand it to her. Here, play this.
She, if I used used illusion magic right now, that would take away from my magic stuff, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not
As
gonna do
magic
that.
does.
Damn it!
It comes back.
Oh, come on. Play a rock.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Fine, we'll play the fucking rock. I'm gonna use illusion magic. How the hell do I do this?
Okay, so which spell are you using?
Let's see. Here's my spell list. Ah. Voices on the Wind.
There you go.
She's gonna use Voices on the Wind on this fucking rock.
There you go. And what group of sounds do you want to emanate from this rock? What
Because
would-
it's a rock, it's gonna be rock and roll.
Okay. Roll me an illusion plus your intelligence plus the D12.
Like power band lead guitar. Power chord lead guitar.
Uh, 15.
Okay, you are successful. You may take a success in illusion magic.
Okay, so like she pulls out her ocarina and she plays a song really quick, and then she takes the rock and like throws it at the gate. And as it's like flinging through the air, it sounds like Thunderstruck.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
Oh,
that's pretty
well
good.
done. Well done.
That's
Impressive.
no tub bass, but that's pretty good.
As soon as the rock hits the gate, you have several servants that run up to the gate and say, "May we help you?"
Oh, hey.
River pulls out the piece of paper that she was given, and she was like, I believe we are here for this.
Oh, yes. And you two?
My character is going. Sorry.
Oh, you
Go
go
for
for
it.
it. Go for it.
Okay. My character gives a grin. I'm just here to pass plentiful pleasantries to the pretendingly pleasant.
That's a yes.
You have a
V for
letter?
Vendetta here.
Do you have a letter?
Hands the letter.
And you?
Oh yeah. Let me see here. Patting down, I used to see the dust coming off him like pig pen as I like. Let's see. Yeah, no, here it is. Here it is. It's already a little bit dirty and torn. I'm like, yep, nope, there it is.
And they take a step back as soon as they hear that. And I see.
When I use the illusion spell, like, what do I do with the magic stat stuff?
Okay, so that means you have used 10 of your magic points, but they come back equal to your mana base per round. So it's going to take a few minutes and they'll all be back.
Okay.
So, all three of you get escorted in a familiar scene that we have described with the other three already. Scantily clad servants handing you food and drink and hors d'oeuvres and rushing you off to washrooms so that they may cleanse you. And there seems to be thrice as many servants behind Fuka taking him off to be cleansed.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing?
Apparently, they have bigger brushes for him too, even though he's a smaller man.
Hey, that smells mighty nice. What are you gonna do? Hey, now, hey, be careful with that.
River's just like full on like divaing. She's like got her hands out for like a manicure and shit. Like, yes.
Full on manicure,
This is exactly
pedicure.
what I deserve.
Yep. You are treated like kings and queens. What about you, Mr. Pineapple? How are you reacting to all this?
Do I elicit any reaction when I take off the shirt and armor? There's literally just smoke for a portion of my shoulder.
Yes. Several of the servants run off and look scared, and a very, very large, portly woman comes in and says, "Your witchcraft won't scare me. Get in the tub."
Oh dear. I'm not trying to scare you, though. I'm curious if I can.
You can't
Again.
scare me.
Looks like you've been around a few times. Tell me, were you ever hunted out to the sea by a large fisherman with a big spear?
She smacks you. None of your back talking.
Doesn't even bother to dodge. Ooh.
You
that
just
was
called her a fucking whale.
Ooh, that was fun. Another, please.
And you get hosed down with a very high pressure hose.
Well, I've been treated better. I've also been treated worse.
I bet you have. After the cleansing, you all get put in silk robes, you have fancy perfumes, etc., and get escorted to the banquet room. There are 4 chairs left open that seem perfectly sized to you so you can be at the table at your perfect height.
I accidentally sit in the wrong one.
Okay, you sit in the really big chair for the elf.
Yeah. It takes me a second to get up there. Oh, there we go. Hey, look at that. They try and grab some food. I like that.
I look around to see if there's any high place I can go perch.
Sure. There is a large shelf all the way around the room that has lots of little pictures and awards and stuff all over it.
I basically just do the same type of thing. Let's go with a nice cartwheel leading into a backflip and landing and pushing anything I need out of my way as I get on the shelf.
Okay, roll it.
I'm more on acrobatics.
Oh, hey, what's he doing?
That's 15 again.
All right, you're up.
Woohoo!
And you would all
River,
notice...
before she sits down, flies up and just kind of looks at him and goes, "Why are you perched up here? You know the food's down there."
Pushes over a picture next to him. Why aren't you?
Fair point. She sits down next to him on the shelf.
See, great view from up here.
And as they walk in, your sister, George, turns to you. Excuse me, Jariel, turns to you and says, is it me or are his guests getting weirder and weirder?
Well, I don't think you're incorrect there. I don't think I'll be going up to that level.
It's not much higher than you.
That's
Yoo-hoo!
fair.
Could one of you throw me a roll?
I'll toss him one.
Woo!
Roll it!
River,
Wait, roll it!
Yeah, wait, that doesn't just happen.
Roll it!
overalls.
What do you want off the dice here?
Um,
Just agility?
Just agility. I will give you thrown weapon if you have it.
Ooh, let's me double check here real quick. I'll roll the dice. Check my sheet. No thrown weapon. So a 6 on the dice plus agility of 4, so 10.
Yep, it falls just under the shelf.
Oh, sorry. Let me get that. I get up and I'll pick it up, go back to the seat. Sorry, bud. Start chowing down again.
River goes, "I'll go get it," and she gracefully jumps and her wings take flight as she just goes over and kind of basically dive bombs the table and grabs some plates of food.
Jeez. Roll me in acrobatics to grab plates of food as you're dive bombing.
Okay, I don't have acrobatics as one of my skills.
Agility it is then.
Shame on you. Everything is acrobatics.
Oh, believe me, it'll get there eventually. Just not yet. It's 13.
All right, you manage to get plates of food. It's not elegant, but you at least swoop them up and are able to bring him some plates of food.
Ooh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, how are the original 4 reacting to this new shenanigans that just walked in the room?
Yeah, I would already be standing up on my seat with facing this place, being like, "Rohan," still with a radish in my hand. Which guys are you watching here? I don't trust any of this shit. What about that guy alone? Why is he's all I don't know about these guys. What do you think, Rohan?
Rohan is very confused. Is this the entertainment?
Yes.
This is very boring.
It's kind of fucking stupid, isn't it? He bites into a radish again.
We haven't. We're here as guests, so if you want entertainment, you better pay up.
Oh, I think we were just talking to each other, but
Yeah. They're kind of talking in the corner. So,
yeah.
what about you, George? You and your
Can I
sister.
roll to eavesdrop?
You can. Go ahead and let's see what George is saying.
So, when they begin all of this, he's staring mouth slightly agape at all this nonsense. And then the dive bombing happens, and he extends a protective arm over the food in front of him and his sister.
Okay. She wouldn't be going for that food anyway
Right.
because it's the normal table, but okay, that makes sense. And your sister actually takes a step back as she does this.
Eavesdrop is a what attribute?
Perception.
Okay, so that's a 12 plus an 8 plus, because I rolled a 12 on one of the.
Nice.
So that's 20 plus 3, so 23 plus 5, so 28.
Yeah, that's a critical success. You hear everything they're mumbling under their breath.
Which means, where is it? I have the permanent ability of, wait, where'd it go? Where did it go? If I can find it.
What are you looking for?
Like whenever I get a critical success, people around me gets like +2 to their rolls.
Oh, that's under advantages and disadvantages. You have inspirational, and whenever you critical success, all allies now get +2 to their next skill check.
Yep.
Because she is so inspiring how well she eavesdropped on you.
So who in this scene are your allies?
Everybody
bonus.
counts as your allies. All players always count as allies, as well as NPCs that are counted as allies. So all of you have +2 on your next skill check, thanks to how well she can spy on your conversations.
Kind of stopping mid munch. Like, y'all hear that? Oh, never mind.
When she critical successes on this, all you guys hear is just like a gentle tinkling through the air.
Fairy dust seems to fall upon all your heads.
What? A gentle tinkling?
Ah,
All right.
Like
Rohan
little
believes
bells
this is
through the air.
time
Oh,
for
okay,
dessert.
okay.
Wrong type of tinkling.
Okay, I'll stop being so excited.
Wait. Okay, so we're going to go a quick round robin, and then we will have the story move on. We're going to start with locally world famous and go backwards this time. Locally world famous, what are you currently doing?
Eating.
How's
Eating
there-
and snickering at the new group of people that just came in.
Any other
You
way?
know-
Go ahead.
You know, Quip. I wonder. We seem to be being set up for something. You notice it. Every the chairs are all evenly spaced, except for them.
Buddy, I haven't stopped thinking about that since I got in here.
Yes, perfect time for a guillotine. Chop everybody's head off right at the same time.
Yeah, well, and he ducks down a little bit. What did you see? What's going on here, man? Like, I don't
no.
trust nothing. But you, I kind of trust you, you know?
Oh,
Yeah, he
yes.
seems not bad. And the guy by himself, you know, anybody by himself, that fucker, he's crazy. I know it. Pointing over at Fuka Windbottom over there.
Well, let's see what the guests or the host says.
I agree. He bites into his radish again, just looking at everybody. Like, it is actually pretty entertaining. Like the dive bomb to get the plates, the roll being tossed. Like, this is crazy. This is a riot in a prison for me.
I understand. And you said you were in prison earlier?
Oh yeah, I did a little stint. They thought I was, you know, this guy that he may have raised some dead. It was my dad, but it wasn't me, and I got let go a little bit. It was pretty fucked up in there.
I too did a time in prison. I believe it's 1 day.
Oh yeah, I did a year. As he like puffs out his chest, you know, a little bit, trying to be proud of it.
Ah, you did very well to survive in there.
Yeah, I spent some time, hiding under beds until I got the lay of the land. It was a long time, but those beds are pretty high. I got a pretty good time under there, and a couple other gnomes. We go from, under bed to under bed, hiding out, and, you survive. That's what you do. You survive.
I understand. Rohan will help you any way he can.
And I'll help you. And I give you a little jab with my stick, and you'll feel a little bit of, like, the life energy kind of come through there. That's what I do, buddy.
Ah, thank you.
River is just like up above all of this, still listening, and like she takes a bite out of an apple and just like, huh.
Okay.
But that's what I do. I'm just continuing the conversation. That's it.
Okay.
Me too.
Let's go to Jariel and his sister. And you're muted again.
Jariel, having had the opportunity to eat far longer than these people, will take the opportunity now to observe the surroundings a little more than he had before. Getting the lay of the land of this banquet hall. What is in here aside from food?
Roll perception.
Okay. Nope. That is going to be a 7.
It's a banquet hall full of lots of pictures of lots of old dwarves.
Okay. Then Jariel will make his way to a nearby one, see if there's some kind of plaque or something on it saying who it is.
All of them have the name Gold Touch on it. You can tell it's probably his family going back for generations. So there are different first names that I'm not even going to make up at this point because it's not that crucial to the story.
Okay. He's going to look and see if he can find one of the host.
Ah. Roll me another perception. I will give you another chance on this. Discern if you have it.
I do not, but that is a
Okay.
12.
Ooh. And
You can always add it as a 0 and then start building towards it.
Yep.
Just
a total of
That's what I
12
did.
or a 12 plus
A total
explosive?
of 12. A 10
Okay.
plus 2.
In that case, you notice there is a place where his picture will go, but it is empty. Because you can see how the pictures, the paintings, have kind of aged. And the most recent one, there's an empty spot right there.
Ah, they're death paintings. Understood. Okay. With that, he will give a, cursory glance around the rest of the place, not noting anything of importance, before making his way back to his seat.
Other than the fact that every chair seems exactly fitted to each person of various size, and each of their foods seem to please them very well, except for some reason the hill folk is sitting in a really big chair eating food that doesn't seem very hill folk like.
He'll make his way over to the hill folk then.
Okay.
Hello.
Well, you see him. He's eating and kind of pulls himself up.
Oh, hello.
Have to definitely look up. You're a giant by race.
I definitely look more giant. I am 9'8". So,
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Looking up to you for sure.
Hey, hello.
What brings you here?
Well, you know what? I don't really know. I'm just kind of along for the ride at the moment.
An interesting choice of seat and food you have. Is this
Yeah,
your
well-
cuisine of choice?
To be quite honest, no. I was hoping for maybe something with a bit more meat on it.
Looking over to a chair that's maybe more his size, is there meat in front of it?
Oh yeah, there's meat. There's a nice pot of chili. There's some good old stew and cornbread. And
I have to say, that over there looks quite nice, doesn't it?
Take a gander and they're like,
Well, what do you know? Here, so that's my seat. Oh, geez, my bad. Oh,
Well, as the one who this was meant for doesn't seem to be using it, I suppose no harm.
yeah, I suppose you're right. That's right. I mean, you're right about the meal, though. And there's
eyeballing a thick steak over on my seat. I'm like, mouth watering. I'm like,
yeah, you are right. You are right.
Would you like me to bring you one,
How-
since you're
how-
enjoying this chair?
You know what? I don't even know if I was all enjoying it. I just kind of going, like I said, I'm just kind of going along for the ride. So I think I'll just take the seat that was meant for me. That makes more sense. Well, how about yourself? What are you up to here? Now sit down and digging into the steak.
Well, I surely don't know. There was a letter that all of you, did you receive a letter? Actually, that's a good question.
Yeah, I did. And I pull it out of my vest and kind of up to him as I'm like taking another bite. This is good. This is real good. I haven't eaten that like this for a long time.
Interesting. He'll give it a look. See it matches the other one. Concerned now that he did not get one, and thank you. Seems that we're all called here for a purpose, then.
You think so?
Well, I would hope that that is the case, and that this is not just a person who's collecting individuals, because that seems rather ominous.
That does sound, but I didn't really stop to think about it, to be quite honest. I've been a little bit overwhelmed by everything here. You see, I don't rightly get to spend my time as such.
Well, perhaps this will lead to more of this. We'll see.
There, I'll see how long that lasts, eh?
Well, enjoy your food.
Oh, yourself too.
And then he'll make his way back toward his chair, his own seat.
Okay. Your sister is sitting there looking kind of drowsy, like she's had enough to eat, and is probably going into a sleepy overeating moment.
Puppy dog syndrome.
Yep.
As he walks by, his sister is going to give her a light slap on the back.
Where?
Don't fall asleep here.
Oh, you're right. We shouldn't. Here. She grabs another glass of water and chugs it.
Stick to that for a little while, perhaps.
Yes, sir. Okay.
At the extent of breaking the momentum, might we take a quick break whenever you want to close up this?
Absolutely. In fact, I will give you a quick break in 2 more people's turns. So
Okay, perfect.
I'm assuming that turn kind of encompassed what you're going to be doing, Fuka? Unless there's something else.
I would think so. I mean, other than that, I imagine myself just getting full real quick with this big steak, and I start to like take things off of me and kind of slap them on the table, and I have this hatchet that I kind of and it's clunk, and then clunk with like just random little things that I have on me, but just making space for my belly, if you will, opening up the belt a little bit. And
We're in silk robes. We don't have belts on.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. He gave us silk robes. Sorry, I messed that up.
Yeah,
I open up my robe just a little bit, let the belly hang out a bit. I look over my shoulder at the servants. Is like, that's pretty darn good. Where do you think you get that? You got something to wash this down? Maybe a nice sipping whiskey.
You have whiskey in front of you. There are no servants in here, by the way.
Oh no? Okay. I'm missing a few beats over here.
Yeah, you are. Seriously, man.
All by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. I open up that belt and let a couple rip at the end of the table, and keep enjoying myself.
Great. Okay, let's go over to the crazy masked one.
Okay, so I'm assuming that my inclination would tell me that all of the player characters are protected, and that
Yep.
specifically I cannot attack them.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm actually going to lean forward. My eyes might actually look a little clearer if River was paying attention really closely. You know, it's odd. 5 of us here together. So rarely do I meet this many individuals.
6? Sorry.
Well, okay, I'm not counting my own character.
There is 6 because of his
5 of
twin
them?
sister.
Oh, okay.
Grammar.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 here together. I never meet more than 1 or 2 at a time. From what I know of the magic, I'm one of the few servants. So how did it pull so many of us together?
Roll me a willpower roll.
Oh, this should be interesting. Oh boy. Oh boy. Could use
One
the
of your
red
key
dice.
stats, I take it.
Oh no. He's low willpower, but high a lot of other things. Yeah, that's a 9 total.
Okay, you get so many weird voices in your head you can't make sense of what they're saying.
What a mystery. Anyway, so how are you?
I'm doing well. What are you talking about being a servant of?
Just a little bit of my own madness of sorts.
My brother was mad.
It's quite fun.
He very much enjoyed me. Not like that. She stops for a second. It's like, not like that.
I've heard the fairies are capricious. I didn't quite realize it worked that way.
Actually, I let me double check. I don't think this was her fairy sibling. No, this was her elf sibling. Her fairy sibling hated her.
I know none of this.
No, this was my half brother. He was an elf, and again, not like that.
Look, I don't judge. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Pats you on the head.
She kind of just like looks up. She's like, "Why do people think they can do that to me? Just because I'm short?"
To be fair, I'd do it to an elephant if I got the chance. Is there an elephant nearby? Ooh, let's go do that.
So, you know, let's find an elephant. I want to pet an elephant.
I mean, as many servants as there are around here, and they all have food. I demand an elephant! I just yell that out into the hall.
Hi!
Okay, roll luck.
I stop chewing my radish and look up.
Do I roll luck as well, or just him?
Nope, just him.
Okay.
That's a 13 for luck.
Okay. Noted.
Okay.
Hello, child. Yes, I will take you OUT in a minute.
Okay.
That's it for me. I had my fun.
All right, Lissa, is there anything else you are doing before we take this break?
She's gonna fly around and see if there's anything shiny.
Roll perception.
Eddie. Those are forbidden snacks. Please do not try. Oh, that's a 12.
Yay!
Okay. So 12 plus 7 is 19 plus 5 is 24.
Wow. Okay, so it is a success. It's not a critical. You notice up on the wall behind where you two are sitting, there is etched that symbol that was on the letter, but it looks like it's been there for a long, long time and used to be coated in gold that's now mostly flaked off. You also notice in the center of the table, very, very subtle, there is a green gem embedded that seems to glow every now and then stop glowing.
She's gonna grab the symbol on the wall and fly down to the table.
The symbol's etched into the stone.
Oh, okay. So then she's gonna fly down to the table and like poke at the gem and see if she can get it out of the table.
You all would notice her poking at a gem that's embedded in the table.
It keeps glowing.
I want to use a knife. You can watch it out better.
That's a good point. Anyone have a knife?
Okay, really quick, Brackish, what else? Is there anything else your character is doing? If not, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, guys.
Yeah, no, just he's just taking all this in, watching everybody, you know, in case someone tries to stab him or something.
Okay. And with that, we're going to pause for about 5 minutes, and we will be right back to give our players a time to have a biological break and to let dogs out. We will be back in about 5 minutes, people. Thank you for joining us. Hello, hello, and we are back, people. So we have left our party in the feasting hall of Lord Eldwin Goldtouch in the city of Tataras. And hopefully they're about to find out why they were all brought here. In some ominous, almost like the god of this world forced me to do it way. So, at this moment, the door at the back of the banquet hall opens and in shuffles this portly dwarf with a small beard for a dwarf in a Hawaiian shirt that's unbuttoned all the way down his chest, but for 2 buttons. Flip-flops. He has shorts on that have several pockets that are a goldish color. He walks in and goes, "Oh, you're all here. That's good. It's about time. So, has everybody had enough to eat and drink?"
Yeah.
How old is this dwarf, by the way?
He looks to be about middle age.
I'll belt out. Oh yes, I sure have.
But you haven't
I mean, like actual age, because River looks like she's in her 20s, but she's 50.
Gotcha. No, he... roll intelligence, see if you would know his actual age.
Just a straight intelligence?
Yes, ma'am.
That's a 6 total. I rolled a 2.
Nope. You have no clue.
Nope. Not at all. Nada.
You do know that dwarves always look older than they are for most of their life until they hit about middle age when that look catches up to them, is all you know.
Okay.
So he could be anything from middle age to near death.
That's fair.
He doesn't walk around like he's near death.
She asked about if we've all had enough to eat. Yes, pleasantly so. Do you have a live elephant?
Oh, you were the one who wanted the elephant. It's coming.
Woo! Yay!
And-
River's still like at the table. She's like, "Get out of the table!"
Don't poke that,
Why not?
because it'll break everything.
Break everything?
Everything.
Please explain.
That's the gem that holds this whole place together.
Oh. She kind of like scrambles off the table and goes, "Never mind."
You know, it seems dangerous to make everything bound to a single gem.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Oh, and what do you mean by everything? This entire room, the building, the town, the world, existence, thought? Ooh, can we give it a thought with that gem?
Your head? Your sanity?
Oh, that's long gone.
Everything in this room.
Yeah.
Oh.
Seems like something you might want to put a case over.
Well, if it's not visible, the things in this room don't work.
Well,
That's magic for you. What can I say?
Well, all I can say is that I've had a great time so far. Fuka Windbottom, nice to meet you.
So, Fuka, why didn't you try the pot of chili that was made just for you?
Oh, I gotta make some room if you know what I mean. And if you don't mind, I'd like to just give my extended thanks to having us all here tonight. It's just a treat.
You're quite welcome. You guys are honored guests of the city of Tataras tonight.
So, why are we honored guests, by the way?
Well, lots of different reasons. Each of you has something that I can help you with, and I like to help people new to the city. Our city was built on helping one another. If you look at the history of Tataras, when Tatara Wave Rider first formed the city, it was nothing more than camps full of bandits. And the bandits came together because they could help one another. And so as the patron of the city, as he who's in charge of how the city operates, I make it my duty once a year to take every new person who comes in, treat them like a king or a queen, because there might be something they could add to our great city.
Oh yeah, and you're just gonna do this all for free, right? I elbow my new buddy Rohan there. Right, Rohan? He's just gonna do it for free, right?
Yeah. I don't require any payment from you.
Yes. Why free? Rohan does not understand.
You don't understand free.
No, I don't understand why you must treat strangers in such fashion?
Because it's my family's tradition.
Very strange traditions.
You
Yes.
said help each other.
Yeah.
What do you want from us?
Well, I always have things for people to do if you're willing to help. But it's no
Yes.
obligation.
There's really nothing that is truly free. There are conditions.
I'm sorry to say you think that. If you must know, there's only one thing I ever want.
Comes.
I want to get our other family's gem back at some point. But I don't even know where to start looking, so that would be silly.
What kind of a gem?
Kind of like that one.
What
But
was
it's-
its purpose?
But it's blue, not green. Oh, I don't know. It's just a family heirloom. My family's passed these things down for generations. I'm the new patron. I now watch over them. The gem went missing long before I was born. I think it would bring honor back to my elders. And he points up to some of the pictures. If I recovered it someday. But we're not here about me. We're here about you. What do you want?
Fuka's wheels begin to turn.
Jim, you say, I fancy a little bit of digging, if you will. Where'd you find this gem?
Like I said, it's been in my family for generations. I don't know where they found it.
I don't know where you found it, Is there, if you want us to find the next one, there's no place in particular you'd like us to start looking?
Well, I will tell you the one place I've heard rumors about my gem is just outside of town to the east. There's a camp just outside of town, over by Captain Harlan's fort. Lots of people talk about this gem a lot over there. But you're under no obligation to help me. Seriously. I want to help you. Do you not understand this? Why do you not understand charity?
Well, I haven't said I got a bunch myself in my life, I'll say that.
Well, get used to it.
All right.
But yes, if you go to Castaway Camp, that's where they talk about this gem a lot. Plus, they might like to see you again, he points to the ferry.
Why?
Well, are you not the bard who came here 30 years ago?
40, and I was 10 at the time.
And you had such a beautiful angelic voice, and people talk about the songs you sang that inspired Captain Harlan, which is the reason they've maintained their independence. They honor you as a hero.
She actually is quite good. She made music with a rock.
I did at that.
That was pretty badass, I'll say that.
I mean,
I invented rock music, guys.
Could be a great hit. We should try that again sometime.
Okay.
I'm
well,
assuming it's you. I don't know many half-elf fairies.
I mean, yeah. It's not very common. And usually the father's the fairy, not the other way around. Because think about Chihuahuas and Great Danes trying to do.
I'd rather not. No.
Just spitballing here, but you never met me before.
Nope.
You had a chair for me. You had all my favorite foods. I could damn near guarantee you already fucking know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
Good point.
I have no clue.
Huh.
It's an illusion, dear friends.
Mm.
No, it's not. It's an
It's
army of servants who are very observant when they first see you.
Well, it's pretty impressive. I mean, I did come here definitely in search of something, whether or not I'm willing to say, but if you think you can help me with it, it's a pretty ballsy maneuver without knowing what it is.
It's my duty as the patron of Tataras.
All right.
I'm
I
looking
hear
for my
ya, I
father.
hear you. You hear him, Rohan?
Here. I just cannot believe.
Yeah, it's tough.
Oh,
By
the
the way, what do you need help with?
Nothing.
Not you. You, Quip.
Me, well, my father, I'll show you some other time though, but he was in search of something and he was condemned for it, killed him. But
Bastards. Who did this?
well, I mean, he died at his own accord. I'm pretty sure no one really knows, but that's what I got put in jail for. Is they all said that he was up to no good, and I don't think he was. And I'm gonna prove it.
Yeah, honorable.
Yeah, that is definitely honorable. I'm just trying to find where the hell my father is. We haven't
That's
seen him in
notable.
about 30 years.
Oh, that makes sense.
Makes sense. How?
Well, it was odd to me that they kept honoring a 10-year-old girl as their hero.
I mean, it's news to me, so
Perhaps your dad had something to do with that.
swear to God if he had anything to do with that.
What about you, my large friend, and your sister?
I have come seeking knowledge. But now I believe I want some knowledge from you that you do have. You, when I arrived here, seemed to indicate that you had knowledge of something that may come to pass for myself.
Oh, yes. The whole prophecy thing. Yeah. This town is superstitious. Let me warn you all now. They believe anything that comes down, if rain happens to hit the window at the right angle, it's a bad omen. If it hits it at the wrong angle, it's a good omen. And vice versa. So, they saw you and your sister and thought you were prophets of some sort for some reason. I went along with the ruse to save you.
Interesting. Well, I thank you for that, of course.
You're welcome.
And you say you can help me with my quest for knowledge?
Absolutely. I have access to some of the most forbidden archives in the city.
His eyes gleam slightly at that.
Just,
Appealing.
it may take me a couple days to get you in.
Then I suppose I have a couple of days to go to that camp.
If you must.
What say you, Rohan? What are you looking for?
Opportunities. That is all Rohan never looks for.
Yeah, you like stuff.
I like things. Yes.
Stuff and things, yep.
Yes. Opportunity. And if I cannot come across opportunity, I will make opportunity, if you know what I mean.
Like when you tried to sell me that shit earlier, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I get you. I like you. I get you.
I like you too, my little friend. Now,
Yeah.
so we are all here in your opulence to be given just pleasure. That's it.
Absolutely. For one day, the city is yours. And I hope you find a way to give back to the city that's given so much to you, because that is the motto that Tataras was built on.
It's awesome.
I can get down with that.
Yeah.
But here, I thought
It's-
Tataras was just a town built to keep pirates from being too dangerous to each other.
Blasphemy, sir! This is not a pirate town. The pirates are outside the walls. None of that happens here in my city.
Yes, I'm sure they're not warmly welcome right at the front entrance.
Oh, not at all. If we were to catch any piracy happening, I mean, you saw, he points to Joriel again. You saw how they treated you just because you were odd. There's no way they would let a pirate in here.
Well, I suppose if they were walking the right way or the wrong way, they might.
You do have a point there. That's true. That's true. Well, if you are going to go to Castaway Camp, I'll give you a little bit of advice. It is outside the city. There are plenty of pirates there. You want to watch your back. And you only believe about 1/3 of what people tell you.
Do
Makes
they
sense.
have mermaids?
What?
Do they have mermaids?
Boy, I hope not.
Wow, that's boring then. Where's that
I
elephant?
mean,
Yeah, he was promised an elephant. Now I kind of want to fucking see it too now.
In due time. In due time.
he was promised an elephant, ladies and gents. And thems.
At this point, my character has gotten bored with being upright and is like hanging from the shelf by his legs, just upside down, casually conversing.
And that's creative.
I mean,
So he is not the entertainment then.
I mean, it's my entertainment right now.
I'm entertained.
Okay, Rohan submits.
I think we could probably do a little better if, maybe we fucking work together on this, If there's anything on the top shelf, I can't get it. But that guy might be able to, as I point over to, Jariel. You know what I mean? I think, we all have some skills, as Buddy was saying.
Well,
yeah.
I
Most
like
certainly.
to hear that you guys want to work together. It's so nice to see people come together. Our great city was founded on that. And there's so many sights to see in Tataras.
Your city seems to be founded on a lot of things.
Well, yes. People coming together and helping one another. That's what Tataras is about. You'll never
Yes,
find...
pirates often... Sorry. Yes, pirates often work together in crews.
There's no pirates. But you'll never find more honest merchants than in Tataras.
Are we all under the impression that this gold touch is of like the mayor of this place, or is he just like high nobility?
He's the mayor, I think.
No, he is not.
Oh, Lord of?
Lord of Commerce, if
Yep.
I remember correctly.
Lord of
He is in charge of all the commerce that happens within the city. He is not the official governor, but he's the one who maintains the merchants within the city that just stay local. Those that don't import and export.
which explains the defensiveness against the pirates and whatnot.
Yep.
The ultimate pirate, if you will.
The ultimate pirate.
So,
Hell, you're asking us all what we wanted. I mean, you're looking for a gem. Hell, I'm looking for a bit of a gem myself. You say you have access to knowledge, books. I'm sure glad there's a few readers in here, because I ain't ashamed to admit that I can't read shit.
I appreciate your candor, sir.
That is feeding into what I would be looking for, is something of that same thread, that same vein, if you will.
Well,
Maybe you should fucking ask to learn how to read, right? No?
Hey, you're funny. I like you.
Tough crowd.
Hey-oh.
well, seriously though, you are welcome to stay here tonight. You are welcome to leave this evening if you choose. You are welcome to do whatever you choose. I love the fact that you are deciding you might be better off together, because there's a great big world outside of these walls. And there's an even more magical one within them, because the city of Tataras is your golden oyster. Keep that letter with you, and he pulls out two more, hands them to you and your sister. That letter will give you access and noble treatment wherever you go within the city. But I do recommend, until you've found your place and your purpose here, nobody comes to Tataras by accident, that you do try to support one another.
Yeah, it does everything except get you in that fucking hotel. It's full, so if we're looking for somewhere to stay, we're gonna have to find somewhere else, eh? Roland? They never gave me a fucking room.
Rohan agrees.
You have sweets here prepared for you, Master Quip.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off
Master
for
Quip! What do you know? I assume we all have sweets then, hey?
You do.
Is there locks on the doors? I don't like. I prefer like if they lock the door, you know.
Yes. Of course there's locks on your door.
I feel like a
sleep
sweet.
hearing that clink, you know, it puts me to sleep.
I think a suite for Quip would be like an entire house for anyone else.
So, without further ado, he claps his hands, and an entire band of minstrels come in, playing the old sea shanty that talks about the Tide Elder, who first roamed this world before land ever was, and who knows the seas better than any, and the blessings he gives to all who sail those seas.
River's gonna join in.
Roll it. Roll me some performance.
Yeah, Fuka's gonna start dancing around and he's got a few drinks in him, so he's gonna be dancing.
Yeehaw.
Joriel listens to this
That's
song.
a charisma roll, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so that means the friendly face gets added to it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, that is... 18 plus 8 is 26.
Fantastic. That is a critical success. You join in, and you actually seem to add extra notes to this simple sea shanty that makes it more elegant. Joriel,
You guys get another +2 to skill checks.
your
How
next
long do
skill
those last
check
for?
for your
They
next
just
one
till we
roll.
use them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joriel will listen to this song about the Tide Elder and begin taking notes on it. Just try to jot down important details from the shanty.
Ooh, roll me a discern or perception if you don't have discern.
That is a 11 plus 2 is 13.
You notice every now and then there's a mention of a blue gem of the water, or a gem of the ocean, or a gem that controls the tides, that was the heart of the Tide Elder himself. And he passed down to the most noble of sailors. And it seems to come
Hey,
up in,
you know what this clip function is great for?
seems to come up in really odd places. Like, that doesn't sound like that line's supposed to be there in the song.
Okay.
Quip's starting to notice like his level of trust was right, and he's worried that he might be being influenced and wants to do a resist magic just to make sure.
Roll it. He garners all his inner strength and goes, I'm not going to be bewitched, damn you.
Hold on here, it's been a bit since I had a roll. Okay. So resist influence got a 3 on that.
Wait, influence or magic?
Resist magic is what I was looking for.
Yep.
Sorry.
There we
So
go.
7 with a 4 and my intelligence. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 19 total.
Nope, everything seems fine. There doesn't
All right,
seem
all
to be
right.
a hole here.
Hearing the music, he doesn't dance, but he like leans into to the back of his chair and he just starts nodding his head at the music.
Okay.
Fuka, having an eye for precious metals and gems and stuff, is looking over this man to see if there's any item in particular that stands out besides his open-chestedness.
Roll perception, discern if you have it.
No discern, but the 7 on the dice and the observant advantage, an 11 plus perception, 15 total.
15 total. You notice it's kind of a really, really big chain. So the pendant goes down under his shirt where it's open. But you notice it pops up every now and then as he's kind of bobbing to the music. And it's this pendant that looks like the statue of an old man in a loincloth holding a spear. You
Old
can't
man,
quite make
loincloth.
out what it is.
Okay.
But it's not fancy metal. If anything, it'd be pewter.
Okay. Would I recognize it as a symbol of anything?
You are sure it's a symbol of something, but with that roll, you wouldn't recognize what it's a symbol of.
Okay. And I continue to dance with the music as I'm observing those little things.
Okay, what about Bat Boy?
my character will throw himself off the shelf, hopefully landing on his feet. You want me to acrobatics that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, look!
On one.
The natural one!
There we go. You're rolling enough and it happens.
Oh, hell. And look, a secondary one.
Oh!
Wow.
So here's what happens.
Oh.
As you throw yourself off the shelf, for some reason, one of your feet gets caught underneath as you're trying to flip around or do whatever you're doing. And you come head first into the floor and boom. Roll luck.
I go, oh, jeez.
River is just laughing.
I'd like to note, I just got a 1, a 1, and now a 2. So that's a total of 6.
You
A 1, a 1, and a 2 is 4.
you are knocked out for a few minutes from the head injury.
Seeing this, I think Fuka would stop and rush over to him and say, "Are you all right? Oh, are you all right? Wow."
He's unconscious.
Quip recognizes this as his chance to make a friend as well. He likes to build up stuff behind him, so he pulls out his staff, he jumps off his high chair, and he runs over there as well, jabbing him with the stick right away.
As soon as he sees him.
I will say that your jab of the stick wakes him up, but he is, dizzy.
Oh, you know what? I should have also added another +2 to that performance roll.
There you go.
Because I have the permanent ability of being the avatar of Demetrius.
Oh, yeah, you do.
Wow.
Anyway,
So, would her inspiration have helped me in any way? Because we're still running that technically.
since it was a critical failure, no.
Okay, fair. I just thought I'd ask. Okay, so my character kind of waking up. Huh, that's odd. There's 12 birdies flying around my head instead of 3.
Ain't no bird. I'm Quip Pampus.
I'll attempt to help him up. Hey, you okay? That was a hard fall, man. That was brutal.
Normally that works better than that does. Huh. Don't like the magic nearby. It's messy.
Imagine.
I'm realizing that like half our party is short stuff and the other half is actually relatively tall.
Regine's about normal.
Right. Let's see.
Okay.
As an elf, how tall am I? Did I make myself? Yeah, 6 foot.
Okay, so what is anyone else doing during this beautiful song? Okay. Joriel is taking notes. Everyone else is dancing. Kenny is knocking himself out because he thinks it's a
I'm
mosh
not dancing,
pit.
I'm
I don't
singing,
know.
thank you.
I'm assuming you're dancing while you sing.
That's fair.
I mean, helping up Kenny there is what I'm up to right now. Just like,
Well, you took a bad tumble, man. Are you okay?
Like I said, magic's not nice here. I have something to do, but my head needs to be clear first.
After the song finishes, he gets up out of his chair and goes, "Oh, it never gets old. I love it. Oh, the Tide Elder. Bless the Tide Elder." And he's like, "Hey, cordials for my friends." And a young hillfolk woman comes in with a tray full of tiny little wine glasses that have about a half a shot in them each, and puts one in front of each of you. A
Holy,
toast.
this is fucking huge.
Right.
Hey, it's about this is
That
just
means
right
the
for me.
equivalent of this in alcohol. Yes.
A toast,
Rohan
my
said,
friends.
Right, Rohan, when in Rome, right?
When in Rome.
And he
That means
raises the glass and goes, "A toast, my friends. A toast to you, to your successes, to finding all you desire, and to know that Tataras always welcomes you. Cheers."
Why
Get
does
all that.
every time he say that, it feels like more and more sketch? Tataras welcomes you. Excuse me, sir. I did not consent to this.
Everybody,
You okay over there, Kenny?
Kenny, you all right?
Just play acting it for.
yeah.
Hey, cat.
the
I downed the drink. Yeah.
the sweetness on your tongue is fantastical, to say the least. It just envelops your taste buds in this beautiful sweet liqueur that is as smooth as silk as it goes down.
Should our gnome roll a Constitution saving throw?
Nah, he'll be okay.
All right.
But he gets to enjoy a lot more of it than you guys do.
Yeah, you guys are like, I'm like, clunk, clunk.
Versus
Chug,
the
chug,
drop
chug,
that the giants
chug,
get.
chug.
Well,
Really have
Shit,
scaled those.
That's good.
You know,
That's
they
really good.
they
I really-
scaled our
that's
chairs.
really
Why didn't they
good.
scale the drinks?
good question. You could ask that if you want.
River turns to the host and goes, you know, you could have scaled the drinks too, because it looks like, and she points to our wonderful giants and goes, it looks like they barely technically got any. It's like that's hardly anything for them.
He turns to you and goes wide-eyed. Scale the cordials of the Tide Elder? Are you insane? Do you want to bring blasphemy upon all our heads?
Yes.
That is exactly the amount you must drink to honor the Tide Elder. No more, no less.
Why?
Because it's tradition, of course. When you're drinking the cordial of the Tide Elder, you are drinking the flowing blood of the sea itself.
That is linked to this blue gem.
Well, yes, of course, it's his heart.
Did
What
we
part
just
of him
commit
is that, Jim?
cannibalism then?
It's metaphorical, dear.
That's cannibalism I've had in a long time.
Sort of Eucharist. You never read any books? Come on.
Isn't that technically cannibalism too?
Well, I feel it's time for me to retire. It's getting late in the day, and I'm tired old man as of late. If you do decide to stay here the night, my servants will show you to your suites when you're ready. You are welcome to roam the palace grounds. I would suggest you don't go out in the city much at night. The guards get tired, is all I'm going to say. But if you choose to, of course, nobody will stop you. Either way, whatever you choose to do, remember, the city of Tataras welcomes you, and Gold Touch is here to help you.
Does he
Show
walk
me on
away?
the doll where he touched you.
So, question: has my character shaken off the dizziness yet?
Yes.
Okay. As the host leaves, I'm going to go. We kind of run up. My dear pirate lord, can I chat with you in private for a moment?
I'm not a pirate.
Of course not. I'm not an elf.
No, I'm not a pirate.
Oh yes. Oh right. Not a pirate. Yes.
What would you like to say?
Are we away from everyone else at this point?
He steps into the hallway beyond the banquet room with you.
Okay. I look deep into his eyes and I cast my soul gift. Forget.
Okay. So,
And the game is ruined.
It's like to imagine that plays while forcing him to forget just by driving him insane with that song.
Oh, Lord.
Bad, Lissa. Bad.
What? Me? No.
He reaches out, pulls you very close, and says, "Those tricks don't work on me."
You can't blame an elf for trying, right?
I don't. Look, you're probably the only one here who understands the deep magic we're dealing with.
Oh. Now that's interesting.
I'm sure it is. Keep your wits about you for a little while. If you do happen to come across that blue gem, not only will you unlock more of that magic, but you'll be able to control it a lot better. Plus, my family would be very grateful.
Ah. That's interesting. Do you hear it?
Indubitably.
Fascinating. And he goes skipping back off into the party.
Okay.
This is what he hears.
Taking that soundboard away from you.
No kidding.
Yep.
Joriel, tell me what you are doing currently.
Joriel is currently poring over his notes about this tide. Tide call?
Tide Elder.
Tide Elder, that's it. The Tide Elder, trying to go through his studies, his own studies, his travels, as well as his real studies, and see if he knows anything about this.
Roll intelligence. I'm giving you a +3 for all the attentive note taking.
Okay. Nope. That would be a 1.
You're min-maxing those rolls hard.
Dang.
With a 6 on the crit fail table.
Okay, yeah. This is the first you've heard of the Tide Elder, and that's a fascinating. You're not sure if it's a god, if it's a legend, if it's a demon. You don't know what's going on here.
More study is warranted.
Apparently.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So Fuka, what are you up to?
The Lord there, did he mention out loud the Tide Elder?
Oh yeah.
He's in the song a bunch.
He did his kind of singing and stuff. Because I mean, seeing the symbol and piecing it together to myself, wondering, kind of the same thing. If I've ever learned anything about the end game, I suppose, to all of this stuff, and having a gem of my own that I'm seeking out for my own purposes, knowing that type of stuff existing in this world. If I could piece together any other knowledge behind this Tide Elder.
Roll intelligence.
Oh, I've seen that 12 roll over. 7 plus intelligence and 9 total.
You know, it's funny you say that. 7 has become my most hated number on a D12 because I cannot tell you how many times I see 12 tip 7. Like, really?
It literally just tipped to the same. Yeah.
And it doesn't seem to tip to anything else, just to that 7 every time.
Yeah. So I'm assuming not learning or not, relaying any other information.
Wait, what was your total?
9 total.
Nope, nothing.
Not being able to piece together anything about what I've seen tonight, I did want to try to engage with the others, even just a little bit, kind of round table in a very...
You enjoy your meal? I'm pretty darn full myself. Seen Quip there. That's your name, Quip?
Yeah, quit Pampus.
You're a little bit of a jittery fellow, ain't you?
Yeah, you've obviously never done any time. You don't know what it's like, Gotta keep your wits about you.
Yeah, I wouldn't judge a book too soon, if you know what I mean. Just getting
It's
the
best
thing
to
entirely
get
wrong.
to know me eventually. Like, right, Rohan? Rohan will tell you. Me and him go way back.
Yeah, Rohan and Quip go back one day. Yes.
Way back.
Well, it's nice to meet you both, and Jeriel and Rohan and River, and I didn't catch your name though. My masked friend there. You're doing okay? Your head's in the right. Oh no, he went out of the room, didn't he? He's out of the room right
Oh,
now.
He
he
is.
ran back
Yeah.
in.
He's not back yet. He's not back yet. This is while he
Not
was
back
out.
yet? Okay, not back yet. Okay, just addressing the 4 of you and being like,
what do you think tomorrow's gonna bring for everybody? I mean, I intend to get a beautiful sleep. This place is the best I've ever, been in a long time. But how is everybody feeling around here?
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do too much sleeping here. It's a fucking weird place, is it not?
Rohan agrees.
Yeah,
This
no, I
place is
mean,
very odd.
Oh, I'm sure they got my favorite pillow and my favorite blanket too. Fucking weird.
I, for one, would like to see where all of this goes.
I'm with you guys all the way. If there's anything you want to tell me, you want to share, we could do that tomorrow. We could get a good night's sleep and talk in the morning. But I'm a little suspicious, just being who I am, having bad luck throughout my days, but I'm willing to pair up and make this a bit easier on all of us if we move in one direction, if you will.
I'm
12 eyes is better than 2, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm curious about this castaway camp, but also concerned.
I mean, I've never been in this city before in my life. This is the first time I've ever been here, so if any of y'all been here before, I'm more than happy to be a bit of a backup. I'm good like that.
Not much of a front runner myself, but I can help out. Just ask Rohan. Hey.
Question: how much does Quip actually weigh?
Like, almost 30 pounds. If that helps.
So he still needs to sit in a car seat.
Legally, but he doesn't because he's a badass.
I mean, River still needs to technically sit in a car seat. She's 4'5" and 45 pounds.
Well, maybe this is a conversation best left till the morning. I don't know what you guys think, but
I think any real conversations best not had inside these fucking walls, if you ask me.
that's not a bad way of
true,
thinking.
but
It's around
Where's
this
Buddy
time.
go? What's his deal? Is he fucking with them or what?
I don't think he's fucking with anyone. I think he's not entirely in his right mind.
Oh fuck! Did you get that from when he was hanging from his feet from the ceiling, or
I mean, I hang from my feet from the ceiling.
is it the constant maniacal laugh? Which one is it?
I think it was more when he handed me the rock and asked me to play it.
Oh, I wasn't there for that. That sounds. I mean, did you play it though?
I did. I created something I like to call rock music.
Well, maybe he's a fucking genius then.
Okay, pause. Locally world famous. What were you going to respond?
Yeah, while everybody's chatting up, trying to get to know each other, I'm gonna go inspect that gem.
Okay. Roll a discern if you got it.
Discern is tied with what?
Perception.
Perception. 9.
Nope. It's a glowy gem.
Say, everybody, I have a question. Do you believe our esteemed host, what's his name, Goldtooth?
He left.
Yeah, no, that's Goldtooth. Yep.
So, do you believe him about this gem?
I don't believe him.
There's
about
one way to
anything.
find out, but I don't think that would be a good way to stay on his good side.
Let me take a look at that. And I walk over and I open my bag and I've got a couple of books and my dad's notebook from them. And I'm going to just kind of tear through them to see if I can find anything in my books that has anything to do with this magic.
Okay. Roll me a research.
Okay. Come on, not 7. 5. Okay, so I got 5, and then my research is 5, 10, plus my intelligence with research is
Yep.
18 total.
Plus your extra 2 for being inspired.
Nice. So 20 total.
Well, I got
Oh,
two.
and
I rolled criticals twice. Does he get +4, or does that count for the next roll after?
He can add it both to this one, or he can save it for the next roll. I don't care.
plus I've got. Sorry, 1 second. I got to go through all these sheets here. I've got an amulet that gives me +2 to my intelligence rolls.
Nice.
So that is 5, 5, 10, plus you gave me 2 or 3.
She gave you 2.
And then you gave me
3.
3. So 15 plus my intelligence 8 is 23.
Okay.
Hey! You started at the bottom, now you're at the top.
So
But I'm still down here.
you know that there is rumor of a set of gemstones that have been long hoarded by pirates on the Gold Coast, which Tataras is the most established city on the Gold Coast, that are all known as stars. There's the blue star, the green star, the red star, the yellow star, and the white star gems. And everything that you see about the description matches the gem that's in this table of being the green star.
So I quickly close all my books. I'm like, I might have some information on this I'd love to share with you guys, maybe outside this fucking pirate's walls, if you know what I mean.
From somewhere in the echoing chambers, you hear, "Not a pirate!"
Jesus, see what I mean?
I win.
Okay, Joriel.
River
What-
just sneezes and goes.
Joriel, how are you responding to this whole conversation?
I, for one, would welcome that knowledge.
Yeah, I just don't think we should talk here.
And about
Maybe
that
on
time,
the way to the
Is he gonna finish?
encampment tomorrow.
I think he had more to say.
If anyone is like myself, the requests we have of gold touch will take time. And if we have nothing else pressing to do, I think it worth walking the path of this Heart of the Tide Elder. If nothing else, to find what it truly is.
nice. About that time, Kenny's character walks back in.
Oh, we
Sorry.
even walks. I am happily
Prances
skipping
back in. He looks very happy.
I flop down like literally across the table. So, what I miss?
I think
You
the
know-
question is, what did we miss, buddy?
Oh hey.
Have you seen those pillars? They're so lovely.
Can I do like a discern check on Kenny's character?
You can do a detect deception.
Okay. It's the same number because I'm that person that like tries to balance everything out and then later on do crazy shit with numbers.
Cool.
Okay. And that's perception or is it charisma?
That is a perception.
Okay.
So I do have the deception skill, and I just rolled a 12.
Keep going.
That's an 11.
Well, we found something you don't roll ones at.
Right?
So-
That's a 31 total.
yeah, I'm probably not detecting this because that's a
No.
9 plus 3 plus 5.
Besides, how could you tell what is lunacy versus actual deception with him?
I mean, it's a fair point.
Okay.
So 14 plus 3, so 17 in total for me.
Fantastic. Okay, we are going to do one quick round robin now that everyone's back together. And you can tell me what you plan on doing this night. And that's where we're ending session number 1. So, I'm starting with Brackish. Anything else you need to say to the party? What is your intention of what you're going to do tonight?
Well, I think we should get a good night's sleep here, everybody. I'm gonna head up there. I don't know if I'll do too much sleeping, but probably gonna practice with my whip, and I'll meet you guys up in the morning, and we can head out. 'Cause I
Wait.
have my passionate hobby of using my whip and practicing with it.
I was going to say, you just said, I'm not going to do much sleeping in this fancy bedroom. I'm going to be using my whip. Just want to point that
Exactly. Don't ask, don't tell, right?
out. Oh my gosh. Okay, River.
So River is she's just gonna like stretch and be like, well, I don't really trust it here, but so I'm gonna probably sleep with my bow under my pillow, but
Okay.
I cannot say that I don't need his help. My father's been missing for 30 years, so probably better to take the help offered, as we've lost any leads to him.
Okay. And Pineapple Wolf, unnamed character.
It's funny because I was fully expecting someone to eventually ask my name, but it never actually popped up. It was hilarious.
We did
So-
ask your name at the beginning, I'm pretty sure.
No, I was
Not a
waiting for it.
very
I had
approachable character, if you know what I mean.
I had this whole thing that I was planning on. Anyway, well, I have no idea what we're doing, but apparently I'm going along with it. So, if you'll excuse me for the night, I have things to be about. And I'm actually going to go retrieve the spiritual copy of my weapon and teleport myself back to the building so I could retrieve the original copy of my weapon. Then you can either cliffhanger me there if you want, or I would just saunter back.
Cliffhanger you there.
Okay.
And Fuka.
Fuka is pretty content with the idea that we'll all be reconvening in the morning to discuss the stuff we've learned from tonight.
Well, if there's nothing else, I guess I'll be off to bed too. I had a bit too much to eat. You know, really kind of, you don't want to be around for the rest of it, if you know what I mean. But,
they make medicine for that, right?
I'm fucking nose hide over here, man.
Hey, best you stand a few arm's length, buddy. Keep your distance.
Oh my god.
6 feet apart.
That's right.
But it was nice to meet you all. I kind of patting my robe and be like, I feel a little bit naked without old Wendy on me. Hey, do anybody know where they put all our weapons and stuff? Like, they took them off and I got washed, and man, I gotta tell you that, I haven't been washed in a while. But you know where that all went?
I would imagine they're in our room.
That's probably a good way to think about it. All right, I'll expect it to be there. Anyways, I'll be on my way, and I'm kind of like, there, do that, and patting my belly, and just kind of leave the dining area here, and the one last little before I shut the door behind me.
What an odd little man.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Joriel, you and your sister.
Fuka left. Has anybody else actually left the room?
Nope.
Fuka and unnamed person.
No, Fuka and unnamed person are about to leave. I'm just having you declare intentions. I am assuming it's all happening at once.
Gotcha. Well, if there is information to be had that will help us on this journey, I think it would be good for me to see if I can locate it now. But first, I'm curious about this gem. And Joriel will stand up, walk toward it, put his hand out, and try channeling some mana into it.
Ooh, how much mana do you channel?
We'll do 5.
Okay. Roll me. Actually, we've got a new roll for channeling, by the way. It is your mana base plus your d12.
Okay.
Interesting.
I've heard about this as I start to back the fuck away.
Well,
what you get is you get the.
it would be a 1.
I thought you said 12.
Does he explode the gem?
I said well.
Oh, my bad.
Does he explode the gem with this critical fail?
How bad? How bad?
Just a failure. It's an 11 on the confirm roll.
Okay, you try to channel, and what you see is this burst of light come out of your hand. It kind of burns your hand for a second, reflects off the gem, and knocks you away.
I have to turn into a newt.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay, wait. Let's get his reaction. Go.
Interesting. I'll have to try that again with the other one.
Question: is a certain part of your body made of smoke now?
He pulls looks inside of the robe. Is anything?
No.
No.
Bite this. One day I'll figure it out.
Okay, really quick before you act, Lissa, let's give locally world famous a chance to say what he's going to do.
Well, after observing everybody, I pretty much look at the masked man and say, okay, Rohan is curious. Who are you?
You see, I'm just a character in someone else's story. My name doesn't really matter. Though, of course, you need to call me something, so feel free to give me whatever name you please.
I'm confused. Guys.
Let me think.
Batman?
That works. Batman.
Oh my god. We're going to have a game where we play with a character named Batman.
That acts nothing like the character.
Wasn't it Bat Boy?
It was.
It was Bat Boy, is what he got referred to earlier.
Oh.
I was going to suggest Masca, but
You do realize you'll have the creativity of parrots, right?
I did not. Yeah.
Bad boy it is. Okay, bad boy.
Fair enough.
I mean, beyond that, he's basically.
What about unbekannt?
Feel free. I'll respond.
How many names are you going to respond to?
All of them?
He's like a dog, and we all have treats.
Okay, what else were you
Hey,
saying, Rohan?
Rohan is basically going to wait till everybody leaves the room, and then he's going to try something.
Okay. We will leave your cliffhanger there. We will leave Kenny's cliffhanger on the roof. Lissa, you were going to try to channel magic into the gem?
Yes. So you said it was roll plus
Your mana base.
15?
How much are you channeling?
When we do our rest, we'll get our mana points back, right?
Yes, and mana regenerates very fast in this system anyway. It's your mana base per round, so for every 10 seconds.
Okay.
Or
So, wait. So at this point, the mana she used earlier would be back?
Oh, yeah. Long time ago.
Then she's gonna channel all 19 points.
Oh, Lord Jeebus. Okay.
Go big or go home!
So, everybody will see this. She goes and copies what Joriel did, but with much greater success. Her entire hand starts to glow green all the way up her arm. The image of the gem pops out of the table, shoots up to the ceiling, and becomes this bright green star that Joriel recognizes well. And glistens for a moment, and then all disappears and goes back to being the gem in the table.
We were
Do it
all
again!
there.
Do it again! Do it again!
Don't do it again.
Ooh,
Why
did you
not?
turn to smoke?
She like pats herself down.
Joriel looks a little.
Looks in the robes. I think not. I think it's fine.
I diss every time.
Joriel looks a little pale. That's maybe what I'm hunting.
Dun,
That
dun,
indicates he knows far more than he let on.
dun, dun, dun.
Just saying, you could let.
Didn't
you could-
we
you could
already
leave it
assume
be. I
that?
can tell you what this thing is. Just stop fucking with it.
But it makes
What is it?
pretty sparkles.
We shouldn't fucking talk here, guys. Telling you,
I mean, it's his. He knows what it is.
he doesn't know much.
At very least, he's not knitting wrong.
It just makes shiny. That's all I know.
Okay, pause. We're stopping here. So, I am assuming, other than Danny and Kenny, the rest of you go up to your suites.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of your clothes are freshly cleaned. All of your weapons are sharpened and polished. Everything looks like it is the most pristine it has ever been. It has all been nicely perfumed so that you will smell nice when you wear it. Somehow they dumped extra perfume on Fuka's everything.
Gonna have to work on that.
And we're going to
Smell like meat.
leave Kenny on the roof of the other building and Danny here in the banquet room by himself.
Yes.
And that's where we stop session number 1. All of my players, you guys were freaking amazing. This is one of the best experiences I've had in a long time. Give yourselves 300 experience points.
Holy man.
I mean, we get to level up.
No, not yet.
Wait, where is that? Okay, there it is.
Yep. At 500, you get to level 2.
Oh. Okay.
Wait, am I wrong on that? I might be wrong.
Yep.
on
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Was brief.
that. Yeah, it was.
I need to
Kenny.
find a longer one because I thought that was longer.
Kenny.
Yeah, I'm looking at the most recent version. Give me 20 seconds.
Okay. Or Walrus, if you happen to have it handy.
200 for level 2 at least.
You
in the
do
one
get to
that
go to
was-
level 2, correct. Okay.
Eh,
It's 500 to level 3. I was mistaken.
we changed to 700 to level 3 with the new system.
Okay.
Okay.
But yes,
So-
200 is still the same regardless.
All right, and we will work on leveling up in between this session and next session. And for that, everybody who's been watching us, thank you so much for joining us. We've had on average about 14 to 15 viewers. I am so freaking excited to bring this to you. And for those of you that are watching later, post live, I hope you're getting some enjoyment out of what we're doing and the fun chaos you can have with a simple system like Rupture. Make sure to go to rupturerpg.com and sign up to become part of all of the madness. Okay, and we're going to give Chef Byers a little bit of rating love here.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
We're having too much fun with the sound.
That one
bars.
was well placed.
First one
Yeah.
I liked. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more.
And we are out of here.
Oh my gosh.